Welcome everybody to day 5 of the G.R.O.W conference. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Hello, good evening. Hi, Mavis. Hi, Intentional Nini. Hi, Jessica Prime. Hi, Zoe. I can see everybody here again for day 5. Well done, everybody. We've come a really long way. We are 5 days strong. Drum roll. I'm so excited to be here. I am super excited to be here. How are you guys doing today? Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you, Nini. Thank you. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys? How are you guys? How are you? How was your day? Are you guys ready for today? If you're ready for today, type ready, ready, ready. And we are going to kickstart today. Yeah, drum roll. How's it going for you guys? So today is day 6, and our speaker, Haoma Worgwu, will be coming to speak to us on how to build relationships and how to grow your business through social capital. If you know Haoma, she's the LinkedIn queen. She's doing a lot of amazing things. She has shown so much. She has so much proof to show that yes, I know how to do this relationship thing. I know how to build relationship. She knows how to invest in relationships to build her business through social capital, and that's what she's going to be sharing with us today here at 6 p.m. She's going to join us live at 6 p.m. All right, guys. So while we are waiting for that, you guys know how we roll, right? So we need a class rep for today. We need a class rep for today. Who is going to be our class rep for day 5? Who is going to be our class rep for day 5? Who is going to be our class rep for day 5? Today I feel really good, not as overwhelmed as yesterday. Oh, that's really nice. Really nice to feel good. I feel quite the opposite though. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. Maybe because I've done a lot of things today and I've been on the run today. But yeah, we move. I still had to show up. I just got in, by the way. I was not in the house. I went out for a shoot all morning and I've been running here to scatter. My entire house is even scattered, but I just got in and I had to come and show up here. So it's not always easy, but we have to try to show up, right? So who's going to be our class captain for today? Who's going to volunteer? So basically, if you're just joining today, you don't know the role of the class captain. The class captain's role is to keep the class captain role is to keep the comments bubbling. Make sure that the comments is going on during the training, during the speaker session, during the during the during the panel session and all of those things, right? So get yourself ready. Get yourself ready. Get yourself ready. Hi, the talking pen. So who's going to be Mavis? You can. Yes, you can. You can be the class captain. Who's going to be our class captain, please? My dear, we run around during session. Who is going to be our class captain? No class captain for today. Who is going to be our class captain? No class captain for today. No class captain for today. No class captain for today. No class captain. What's going on? You people are sleeping. Would love to do class captain, but today I'm multitasking right now, cooking. Yeah, I understand. Okay, intentional Nini. Thank you very much for agreeing to be our class captain. Intentional Nini. I appreciate it. I understand. My food will roast. Jessica, please send us that food. Let's eat it together. Only you cannot eat the food. All right? Only you cannot eat the food. All right. So intentional Nini, thank you for agreeing to be our class captain. So let's play our game. Let's play our game. Who's ready? Who's ready for our game? If you're ready, type ready. Let's play the game before we start. If you're ready for the game, type ready. Let's start the game. I'm available. Hand pick, weaving, hand pick. I'm available. Hand pick. What's this? Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. Okay, Adebayo Ifeoluwa. So Adebayo Ifeoluwa is going to be our assistant class captain. Why intentional Nini will be our class captain. So Adebayo, assistant class captain. Oh my God, Mavins, I didn't see it. I know I only saw when you said you cannot do this because of the children around. So I just figured you were going to be busy and multitasking. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I am really, really, really sorry. I didn't see that on time. I'm so sorry. So we have our class captains now. Mavins, intentional Nini and Mavis. Hi, Damilola. Good to have you here. Intentional Nini and Mavis. So this is a public announcement for those people who won the raffle draw yesterday. I know I said I was going to send you an email. I've not sent an email, please. I'll do that today. It has been really overwhelming for me. But so yeah, you get an email today, this night, and please respond to the email so you get access to whatever offer you won yesterday, right? Thank you very much, Mavis, for understanding. So let's play our game. Who's ready for the game? Type ready, 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 and we are going to play the game. Type ready, 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 and we are going to play the game. Who is ready? Can I give? Okay, intentional Nini. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mavis is our class captain, and Adebayo is our assistant. Thank you very much, Nini. Let me make Mavis the moderator now. Mavis and Adebayo Ifeoluwa. So Mavis and Ifeoluwa are now our class captains. Mavis and Ifeoluwa are our class captain. Adebayo Ifeoluwa. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you. All right, so let's go on. Who's ready for the game? Who's ready for the game? So our game today is, if your business was a car, what car will it be and why? If your business was a car, what car will it be and why? If your business was a car, what car would it be and why? If your business was a car, what car would it be and why? If your business was a car, what car would it be and why? So for me, if my business was a car, my car is going to be Rolls Royce. My business is going to be a Rolls Royce. Well, I have a personal thing for Rolls Royce. I love Rolls Royce. You know, it speaks class. It speaks what word? I don't know. I don't know. I just love Rolls Royce, and that's why I don't have any deep reason. I don't have any deep reason why I want my business to be Rolls Royce, but I just feel like I am being impartial, but I don't mind. I would like my business to be a Rolls Royce because I love Rolls Royce. I'm obsessed with Rolls Royce, and hopefully I'll get one. Hopefully I'll get one for myself, you know, as we go on. All right. So if your business was a car, what car would it be and why? I'm waiting for you guys. Mine would be a Rolls Royce because I have a personal thing for Rolls Royce. That's personal obsession, no verse. I have a personal obsession for Rolls Royce. Somebody say my business will be Honda Accord 2019. It's sleek, balanced, sweet, luxurious, and has a very strong engine. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oshe, Oshe, hey, I love it. Oshe, Oshe. Intentional Nini says, mine would be a Rolls Royce. Yeah, because I have a thing for luxury. Secondly, my audience know themselves. I don't have to run after them. They come in and leave and shop jejely. I swear, see me now obsessing over Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce, Rolls Royce, Rolls Royce is not coming after me. Rolls Royce is not coming after me. You know, I'm just here obsessing over Rolls Royce. I'm just here obsessing over Rolls Royce, but yeah. Somebody say Rolls Royce means anything that is the best of its type, the best quality product possible. Yeah, of course. So I'm here obsessing over Rolls Royce, and I am not, I am not thinking otherwise or thinking twice. Oh, why should I choose Rolls Royce? This is. I think the first time I started to think about Rolls Royce was a few years ago. The first time I heard about Rolls Royce, I went to Google and I Googled it. And I don't know, I just fell in love with how sleek it is. I just love how luxurious it looks. I just feel like I like this vibe, this kind of car I want to have. But of course, if I want to have a Rolls Royce, not definitely not in Nigeria. Maybe I'll just be driving it on Banana Island. But yeah, because our roads are too bad for that kind of car. But yeah, that's what I want, and that means I have big dreams, you know, to make a lot of money to be able to afford Rolls Royce. But yeah. Somebody say Rolls Royce is for legends, too classy. Tell me, oh, what would your business be? Then your choice is the best. Yes, it is, it is, it is. What would your business be if your business was a car? Somebody say Rolls Royce as well. Somebody say Honda Accord 2019. You even chose 2019, like, guy. You even chose, say you, yes, so girls with money will be balling, will be balling, will be balling. Yay, gay. All right, guys. So if your business was a car, what car would it be and why? Let me know, guys. Our speaker will soon be here. In the next 13 minutes. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. If your business was a car, what car would it be and why? If your business was a car, what car would it be and why? You guys are not speaking. All right. So while we're waiting for people to speak, if you don't have a bestie, who does not have a bestie here? If you don't have a conference bestie, please signify in the comments. Who does not have a conference bestie here? And while we are doing that, please go and drag your bestie to the live session. Today's session is going to be hot, 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 hot. Our speaker is ready and is on fire to come and fire down. So if you know your bestie is not here, go and drag them by their wigs and bring them here. And if you know you are here and you don't have a bestie, Caris, you still don't have. I gave you a bestie. Yes, every day I'm giving you a bestie. Are you not seeing the person? How come Caris still don't have a bestie till today? Since day one, I've been giving you bestie. Yesterday I gave you. Day before yesterday I gave you. What's going on? What's going on? Who else does not have a bestie here? I have given you bestie over and over. You know they meet. You know they follow up. The person know they reach out. What's going on? Okay, Caris does not have a bestie. Who else does not have a bestie here? So that I'll merge you with Caris Love. Who does not have a bestie? Who doesn't have a bestie yet? 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 Choose your conference bestie. Yeah. Who doesn't have a bestie yet? Who doesn't have a bestie yet? Who doesn't have a bestie yet? Mine would be Rolls Royce because I'm luxury. Only a few can afford. Voila. Everybody's choosing Rolls Royce. It's okay. Voila. Voila. Wahala. People should leave my Rolls Royce alone. Leave my Rolls Royce alone. Oh. Leave my Rolls Royce alone and think of your own car. Think of your own car. Who does not have a bestie here? Oh, you people are just dulling me today. Okay, Jessica Prime says mine would be a Mercedes Benz GLE. Even get the exact description. 350 Formatic. It speaks elegance and luxury because we help our clients increase their revenue and position. That's really nice. That's really nice. Well done. That's really nice. Well done. That's really nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right. Who doesn't have a bestie here but needs a bestie? Caris does not have a bestie and she needs a bestie. Who is bestieless here? Who is bestieless here that would like to tag along with Caris? Who is bestieless? Okay. If we don't have anybody else that wants a bestie, let's play the final thing before we move on to the speaker session, right? So the final thing here, we want to highlight two besties. So if you know your bestie is here and you are also here and you would like to come up for the bestie spotlight, so you and your bestie, I'll get to know what you guys are doing and I can also give you guys input on what you can do. All right. Comment below so I can bring you and your bestie up. Somebody said their car will be the Thunderer because it's fast and luxurious. Amazing. The talking pen does not have a bestie. Abby? Is that why you're raising your hand? I'm quite unsure. Oh yeah, who are who their best today here? Come live, come live, come live. Are you guys ready? Talking pen doesn't have a bestie. So talking pen and Caris. Talking pen, what's your Instagram handle? So Caris can reach out to you on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle, talking pen? Caris, what's your own Instagram handle? I don't know why this. I'll just leave that to skip. The talking pen. Okay, so Caris, drop your Instagram handle so that talking pen can also find you. Talking pen is the talking pen on Instagram. So you can reach out to him and have him as your conference bestie, all right? So you can have him as your conference bestie. Mavis, where's your bestie? Will you guys like to come live? Will you guys like to come live? Will you guys like to come live? Mine is not here. DM'd her, but no response yet. Okay. Who's bestie and who is here? Oh, you people like to come live. Let me send you the link so you come live. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Caris Love, if you are watching this, you have a bestie, drop your Instagram handle and connect with your bestie. I don't want you to come here tomorrow and still tell me you don't have a bestie. Okay, Caris Love, okay. Talking Pen, that's Caris Love's page on Instagram. You can reach out to her and both of you can connect as besties and start doing your assignments. Start working on everything, all right? So if there's no bestie that is willing to come up, I will just do a recap of everything we've been doing so far and encourage you guys on how you can start to implement, right? So on day one, we covered building your online presence, we covered building impact, and just making sure that your business has value. And so basically, what you just need to do there, if you know that, first of all, the first key thing you need to do on day one, from day one, is if you know that you don't have online presence on all the platforms yet, go and create. Now, you don't have to show up on all the social media platforms, but please secure your account. Secure your name across all social media. Like on YouTube now, if you search Digital Creator Chick, it is Digital Creator Chick me that will come out. It's not a photocopy of Digital Creator Chick. All right? If you go to Twitter, I could not do Digital Creator Chick on Twitter because it was too long. So I did the Creator Chick. I've already taken that name on Twitter. On TikTok, I also have Digital Creator Chick. On LinkedIn, is there. I have my name across these platforms that I know that my business wants to live in. On Facebook, Digital Creator Chick has already been taken. So if you try to use that name, it is not going to work for you. So even if I'm not active on LinkedIn, I'm not active on TikTok, I'm not active on Twitter, but I have my presence there. So that tomorrow, as you begin to grow, you will not now want to go to those platforms and then the original name has been taken because you did not take it early. So one of my coaches one time, she wanted to launch a product. She has launched the product since, but she did not secure the Instagram name for that product, right? So after doing the product for like 2-3 years or so, I can't remember the number of years, she now decided to have an Instagram name for it. Guess what? Somebody already have the Instagram name with that same product that she has. Somebody just went to secure the Instagram name. She had to pay the person. They had to come to an agreement for her to now access that Instagram name. Now to not access it. That's why anytime I create a product, I know that this product is going to live beyond me. This product is going to stand on its own. I create an account for it. So for example, the G.R.O.W community has its own account. Course Launch Blueprint has its own Instagram page. And just like that, to be able to create that branding and be able to create that differentiation for myself. Then aside that, another thing you need to understand from day one is you need to start putting yourself out there. Start creating, publishing more content. From publishing quantity, you'll be able to publish quality. You can never get good if you don't show up. You can never get good in your head. You can only get good when you put things out, right? And you see the feedback, see what people are saying. And the more you do something, you're just like going to learn a vocation. And the first day you try to bake cake, your day one cake can never be good. But the only way your day 10 cake can be better than your day one cake is if you have practiced continuously for 10 days for your day 10 cake to be better than day one. But if you only do your cake for day one and then you went to sit down for 10 days and then you wait for day 10 to now do another cake, it's not going to be superb because you've not been practicing. You just sat down and waited for day 10 for you to show up again. So that's one thing you need to know from day one. Then day two, you need to make sure that you understand how to position yourself. You need to clarify your message, clarify your offers, create your differentiation strategy, and then finally create your stories and be consistent. Then from day three, align your story. Storytelling is not far-fetched. It's something we're already doing. Gossiping is also storytelling. When you gossip, you start with the end in mind, you start with the hook to keep them in, and like that. So you just need to challenge it into your business. And then day four is creating your systems and everything else to make sure that you have proper structures in place. So today we are going to be talking about building relationships. I've watched Aoma silently and closely and publicly and everything. I've seen how she's been able to effectively build relationships, and grow our business, and it's something that I really admire. I really admire about her. Our woman is in the backstage now, and I know she can hear me. I admire you a lot. I admire you, like, really, really. I may not have said this before, but yes, I do admire you, and I know that today you're going to share a lot with us when it comes to relationship building. And even me, I have my book and my pen ready to write a lot of things down. And I'm also in a Ahoma's course, to let you guys know. I'm in a 20 days challenge for LinkedIn building. That is to tell you how much I admire her and willing to learn from her. And I brought her here today to show us how to build relationships, to grow your business through social capital. So I'm going to bring our guest speaker up now. All right. And we are going to kick start.
People don't pay you what you think you're worth, but what your brand speaks and how you negotiate your value.
As a member of LinkedIn's Certified Marketing Expert Network, her training has enabled individuals to secure life-changing jobs, clients, and sponsorships. She's passionate about global sustainability and has deep love for God and an interest in branding, marketing, and the environment. Meet our guest speaker, Haoma Worgwu, a LinkedIn certified marketer who has helped thousands of individuals, including business owners, corporate professionals, freelancers, and students, gain visibility and secure valuable opportunities on LinkedIn. In 2021, Haoma founded Envisage Hub, a social enterprise that connects young professionals in Africa to global and regional opportunities with over 2,000 young African talents being prepared to secure valuable opportunities. Haoma has been recognized for her exceptional leadership and contributions to the society. While at Convener University, she received the United Nations Summer Academy Scholarship from the state of North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. She was also listed as one of the top 50 most enterprising students in Nigeria by Ideas Lane Africa. Upon graduation, Haoma received the Wings Award for Social Action and Development and the Student Leadership Award. She was also nominated for the Commonwealth Youth Awards for Excellence in Development Work in 2020. In 2022, Haoma's contribution to the development and entrepreneurship in Africa were again recognized when she was listed as one of top 60 African women in development by Donors for Africa. She was also named one of the 30 most influential young people by the African Youth Development Group and received Africa's Most Influential Young Entrepreneurs Award in partnership with Meta. Haoma's dedication to personal and professional growth has led her to participate in various training programs. She is an alumnus of the United Nations Summer Academy and the Business Management Training by Bank of America and Cornell. In 2021, Haoma was one of the 19 women business leaders selected globally to participate in the Goldman Annual Growth Fellowship. As a published author of 2 books and with her various digital products such as ebooks, training, and coaching programs, Haoma has transformed the lives and careers of professionals and entrepreneurs globally. She has been listed as one of the top 100 creators on the African continent. She's a young African woman with a strong desire to see change and is devoted to using her resources to make a difference, and she's coming to the G.R.O.W conference to do just that. There's so much to learn and take away from this event, and you also stand a chance to get free access to Haoma's offer in the raffle draw. So, whoa, Haoma! Oh my God, that was a power bio. Hi, Haoma. Good evening. Good to have you here.
Good evening. Good to have
How
you
are you
here too.
doing? How are you
I'm
doing? You look
fine.
good.
And you?
I'm fine. I'm doing okay. We're
You
so
look
excited
good.
to have you. Thank you so much for joining us live. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you doing this. So without
You
wasting
look
any
good
time,
with your braids
thank
and
you.
makeup.
Thank you. So without wasting any further time, I'm going to leave the stage to you so you can take over. Thank you.
Okay, so I can share my screen, right? Yeah. Okay, hello everybody. I'm excited to be here with all of you. Thank you, Elohor, Digital Creator Chick, for having me here. Today, I'm going to be talking about something very personal to me, right? And something that relates to all of us watching this call, right? Relationships are how the world literally goes around, right? You have romantic relationships, you have business relationships, you have professional relationships, right? And something I tell myself is that, okay, I'll get into that part, but you need to understand that there's some people that you have in your life that a lot of things that you're struggling with right now, you will not struggle because you have them at your speed dial, right? And this is a particular ideology that I went into business with, and that's why I have prioritized relationship. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the same, right? So if you're excited, you can just tell me in the chat. You can network, tell me where you're joining me from, who you are, right? What you're feeling about this session, because I'm very excited, right? Please, you can also let me know if you're seeing my slides because I can just see my face. Can anybody see my slides? Hello, can you also see my slides? I don't know.
Yes, yes, I can see it. Can you see it now?
Yeah, but I want to be sure
Okay.
they can see.
Yes, they can.
Okay, perfect. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the art of networking, right? And this topic already sounds very, it sounds broad and it sounds too technical. So I will just be very practical. So just, I'm here to gist with you. I'm here to share my stories with you. I'll be telling stories throughout the session. So I just want you to listen to me, right? Give me your attention, right? So I'll be telling you strategies that you can use to build strong relationships and grow your business through social capital. They've already talked about my profile, but briefly, my name is Haoma Worgwu. I'm a marketing insider at LinkedIn, right? And currently, I network almost every day with about 51,000 people on LinkedIn that I have built a relationship with. And in this session, I will be teaching you how exactly I did it, right? And also other people that are not on LinkedIn, because you know, when you're building relationships, you also need to prioritize online and also offline relationships, right? I've also helped these people gain career and professional um, growth, right? From visibility to monetization to opportunities on LinkedIn. And I'm here to help you do the same, right? So, since they gave me this topic, strategies for building social strong relationships and growing your business through social capital. So, if we are going to build these relationships and grow these businesses through social capital, what exactly is this social capital, right? And basically, social capital is just what you have access to because you know somebody, right? So I don't want to be technical and give you any dictionary definition, but social capital is what you have access to because you know somebody. If you can see these pictures here, this is me and some of people I have relationships with, right? You can just tell me who you're seeing. If you know anybody here, tell me their names, right? I wanted to put a collage of a lot of people, but I just decided to put some of them because this was the template I had. So you can tell me their names or exactly, okay, people are saying Fela. All right, that's fine. This is Mr. Fela Durotoye. I met him last year at a particular conference, and this is Mr. Jimmy Tewe, right? I also met him last year during the same conference. Now, you need to understand that there are a lot of things that you have not been able to access just because you don't know certain people, right? I had a meeting with Mr. Jimmy some months ago, right? And we got to talk about some things. And I'm like, a lot of people, right? You might even be watching me. I might not even be as good as you are, right? With respect to some of your skills or even your business or how far your business has gone. But because I know some certain people, I can get certain privileges that you cannot get, right? Not because I am better than you, just because I know certain people. So even if there's anything you are going to leave this conversation with today, you need to tell yourself that you have to start knowing people. You have to start knowing important people, even if it means you paying. The conference I met these people, I paid over 100,000 naira to go. At that time, it was a lot of money, but I knew what I wanted. I was just starting out in this whole um knowledge industry, and I needed to connect to the big names in this industry. Now some of you might want to start small. Yes, there's nothing wrong with starting small, but if you know that you have the resources, you know that you have the guts, right, to get the better, to start better, then you better start better. A lot of people online will tell you start small, start this. But if you know you have the courage, number one, you have the resources to start from a better place, please start from that better place, because you're going to save yourself time. You're going to also be an inspiration to people that you might even be better than, because you know certain people. So, what are the things that if you have access to resources, you have access to benefits, just because you know somebody or you know a group of people, that means you have good social capital, right? I hope you understand. Like I said here, who do you know and who knows you, right? Now, beyond understanding what social capital is now understanding how you can build your social capital, right? And I'm going to be telling you guys how exactly you can build your social capital. Now, the first way you can build your social capital is actually by building a brand. A lot of people say build a brand, and it might look technical. So I'm going to be speaking to the layman listening to me, right? Your brand is basically what you want people to think about when they remember your name, right? So if I think about, I remember last year I went to Convener University to speak, and the MC asked this crowd of students, when people remember, when Hauma's name is called, what do people remember? A lot of them shouted LinkedIn, right? I thought they were going to say another thing, right? Because that time I was just starting out, but they all chorus LinkedIn. That means I've built a brand around LinkedIn. So what do you want people to remember whenever your name is called or when your name is mentioned, right? When you have now figured out that thing, then you now start taking steps. So if mine is LinkedIn, okay, I should start taking LinkedIn courses. Like I did, I took an international certification in LinkedIn marketing, right? I became a marketing insider at LinkedIn. I started training people, right? So beyond now knowing the sector, a lot of young people, you know, okay, you want to do affiliate marketing, you want to start a business, you want to do this, but then beyond that thing you want to do, you don't now think about the extra things you can do to make you stand out in that sector. The people that you can know, build relationships with that other people don't know. This will already give you an upper edge in that industry, just knowing certain people. That's why when I saw this topic, I was like, I need to talk about it, because this is literally a game changer. It can set you apart, it can make you even price higher, because you need to also understand that we are in a world that judges books by their covers, right? So how people perceive you, like I said, I think that's intro that there was an intro that I spoke about a particular quote. People will not pay you what you think as an expert. You're calling yourself an expert. Nobody really cares. It's how they perceive you, right? And the good thing about relationships is that the people you have relationships with, their credibility tends to rub off on you over time. When people see you with this particular person, when people see you with this particular person, right, they tend to trust you. I'll still get there, but I just had to give that example, right? So build your brand. The next thing is showing up, right? Now, I don't mean just posting on social media, but intentionally showing up so that you can now solidify this brand you have built. Okay, I want to be known for LinkedIn. Are you showing up on the LinkedIn that you want to be known for? What exactly are you saying? Are you just saying what other LinkedIn people are saying, or are you offering unique perspectives such that you are attractive? Right. One thing I love a lot about Instagram content creators, like the funny skit makers, is that almost all of them have their unique spice, right? So when you see Brother Shaggy, there's how Brother Shaggy's content is. When you see Lasisi, there's how his content is. When you see Jayonair, that's how their content is. So they are intentionally showing up with their own unique brand. Do you understand? So in your sector, whatever it is you are doing right now, you need to start thinking, okay, how exactly can I differentiate myself? How can I show up differently? Who can I know? right? Who can I establish a relationship with that people just get more attracted to me? Remember, we're in a world that basically judges books by their covers, right? So after you build your brand, the next thing is showing up intentionally. Now, step two, you're just showing up because you want to solidify that brand you want to build. There's still going to be another showing up, and I'm going to show you how. Now, the third is offering value. Everybody knows this. You need to intentionally offer value, right? At the end of this conversation, we are going to have an exercise that is based on value. But first of all, you need to understand that givers never lack, right? So if you want to actually be seen as an authority or build a brand, or if you want to build relationships with an online audience or offline, you need to intentionally offer them value. You need to give them stuff, right? So I'm not against you just posting your face on Instagram or on Facebook. All those things do well, right? But when people see your content, they should be helped. I tell myself that every time I put out content, people should be a better version of themselves. Why? Because my goal every time I put out content is to build a relationship with them. So I'm either making them entertained, making them educated, making them inspired, or maybe motivating them. So you need to look at where exactly do I want to offer value? And there can be a balance, right? So maybe yours can be education. So when you're putting out content, you're educating them, right? If you're a skit maker, yours can be entertainment, right? But in a nutshell, ensure that people are better every time they see your content. And this is also to people that every time you post on social media, whenever I take my LinkedIn students through our growth program, I always tell them that nobody likes to see your offers every time. Let's say every time you're posting is about something you want to sell, or you are leading them to something else, you're leading them to something else. We all know that the content that we love the most is the ones that make us feel genuinely loved. So if you want to be an authority in your field, and if you want to be someone that people actually look up to their content, ensure that you are prioritizing how your audience feel, right? So you want to help them. I'm not saying don't post about your offers, don't post about your come and buy, but there should also be a content, there should be also be a content line that just, the goal of that is just to help your audience, right? Build a relationship with them. And then this is meant to be four. The fourth stage in this is following up by showing up. Now, I'll give you an example. I go for events a lot because I like building relationships. And if you know about these days, you know, when they go for all those networking events, people bring out their cards, please give me your cards, both Nigerians, white people. Something that I've noticed is that I don't go with my card. I don't even have a card, right? Because I'm not against, if you have a card, it's okay, but I'll tell you why I don't go with the card. Because a lot of people don't go back to those cards, and they can literally forget you, especially if you are networking with very important people, right? You see that they are very busy, they have a lot of companies, they are maybe millionaires or billionaires, or even your people that are in your level, they have other things they are going through, right? When you give them your card, they might throw it away, or they might misplace it, not intentionally. But what I tell them to do is that I either tell them to connect with me on Instagram or LinkedIn. Why? Because I know that I have a goal to always create content that helps people, valuable content. So whether this person forgets me or not, the next day they will see my post and they will remember me. So a lot of people, you're angry, okay, you connected with this guy. I don't know if you have had this situation, but I've had it before. I'll go out for corporate events, I'll connect with big people, and then they don't remember me anymore. In fact, you send them a message on WhatsApp, they give you their number, they don't reply, right? I was going through this back to back until I changed my strategy. I said, okay, I'm not even taking your number again. Or if I take your number, I will ensure that both of us follow each other. I'll just say, connect with me on LinkedIn. I don't use Instagram because it might sound rude telling them, follow me on Instagram, right? Because they are big. So I'll just say, please, can we connect on LinkedIn? Because it sounds like a mutual relationship, right? And they connect with me. So I know that these people, I know they will be watching me. So I follow up with them by showing up. So you need to understand that when you see that maybe people are not replying you in again, they don't just see you, you're not just valuable to them. But when you're intentionally showing up on social media, offering whatever it is you are offering, insightful knowledge, content, they would tend to remember you. Are, in fact, this thing happened this week. There was somebody I met, right? We were meant to work on something together. But then for some reason, maybe he got busy or I don't know. But then I made a post this week and I knew that that was the post that reminded him of me because immediately I made that post, I got his call. I was like, this thing is working. So follow up by showing up, right? Like I stated here. So I decided to bring out some tips from my book. Title of my book is Morning Star, and in a particular chapter, I was talking about how to what they didn't tell you about showing up online and offline. The first thing is that people love to associate themselves with success. Now, this happens on LinkedIn a lot. A lot of people would come on LinkedIn and say, oh, they are making this amount of money, they just got this job, they are doing PhD in Harvard or this place. But then when you see their pictures, it doesn't add up. The person doesn't look like the kind of person that'll be making that kind of amount. So when you want to show up such that people now love you, people want to be in a relationship with you, right? Online or offline, you need to understand that people love to associate themselves with success. When you look like you are successful or when you look like you are progressing, people will just want to associate themselves with you. And I've intentionally used it everywhere I go to. Remember the conference I told you guys I attended last year? I was First of all, I'm not so old. I'm very young. So when I went there, I was obviously the youngest there. A lot of them, I was the age of their children, right? But I decided to show up like the success that they want to be associated with. So from your dressing, the way you speak, the kind of questions you ask, all these things, as little as they are, but the wealthy people can literally interpret your body language, how you speak, all these things, and then they can determine if they want to have a relationship with you or not. So even before you carry your bag and say, oh, I want to go to networking events, Haoma said I should go, you also need to put all these things in consideration. When they ask you, what do you know what you do? A lot of people, you know what you do in your mind. But when they say, okay, time for networking, meet your neighbor, you're already scared. They ask you, what do? You know what you do, but you can't put it in clear terms what you do. Right. So please, after this conversation today, you need to actually write it down. What exactly do you do? Who do you help? What do you help them do? And what do they achieve after you have helped them? Simple statements, all right, that someone can know how exactly they can be a part of your life, or if you're somebody they want to be in a relationship with. The second thing you need to understand is that people don't really like you, they just want to be helped. Now, this is very needed when you want to build a relationship with an online audience. Now, if you have a platform where you have a lot of people following you, right? You would tend to feel loved sometimes. But I'm speaking from experience, right? I told you guys by God's grace, I have about 51,000 people following me on LinkedIn. And when you put up a post, everybody's commenting, they are blowing your fan. But then there's something that happened some months ago. I think that was last year when I wanted to release a course. This was when I realized this thing here, right? I wanted to release a LinkedIn course. I had put up a list for people to join, a wait list. A lot of people joined. I think I had about 300 people joined. I wasn't even so big on it that time. I just put up this stuff there. In my mind, I was thinking, oh, these people really love me. They're loyal to me. Um, yeah. So whenever I bring out the course, they are going to buy and they're going to come. And I was busy delaying, wasting time, right? I didn't bring out the course in like 1, 2, 3 months or so. Now there was someone else on LinkedIn that decided to launch her own course. Now, what I noticed was that a lot of those people that joined my waitlist went to buy her course. I had not even released mine. So now I now understood that at I was kind of feeling like, oh, these people don't like me, or they're not loyal to me after joining my waitlist. And then that particular experience made me to be more mature. And I understood that a lot of people online they don't really, it's not that they like you are helping them and they want to continue being in a relationship with you. So the person that continues being a helper is the person that would have longer lasting relationships, is the person that people don't want to unfollow, is the person that people want to connect with, right? So you need to look at your help channels. How exactly am I helping people, right? Is my content really making them better, right? If you say you're going to do something like me, if you say you're going to launch a course, have you done it? Or are you thinking that these people are going to be at your beck and call every time? Right. So you also need to be blind to engagements because this will increase your consistency online. Now, a lot of things that happen when people create content is that you're so bent on your likes, your engagement, comments. Now, if you are still in that place where is likes, engagement that you look at every time, right? You're going to you're going to give up. Because even the people that have a lot of followers, there are days when you create content and it doesn't do well, right? Even the biggest influencers, they have contents that do well more than the others, right? So if you want to start this journey of building a relationship with people online and offline, you need to be blind to engagement. Forget about likes, forget about the engagement, and understand that, especially on LinkedIn, understand that every time you create content, there's somebody that you have solidified a relationship with, or there's somebody that you have created a new relationship with, right? I'll say it again. Every time you put up content on the internet, there's somebody that you have solidified a relationship with, or that you have created a new relationship with, right? And so you need to be consistent because you need to keep solidifying the relationships with the new people that you have created that relationship with, right? The fourth thing you need to understand is that you are the value, right? A lot of people go to places and a lot of people go to places and they you're shy, right? Because you don't understand that you are the value. And there's this example I always give. If you There's this example I always give. If all of us are in a room and it's dark, right? And you come in with, let's say, you come in with your phone and your phone has a torchlight, right? All of us have been there in that room, we've been bumping into each other, etc. And everybody's already quarreling. And you come in with the light. How would you walk into that room? You walk into the room very bold, you walk into the room very, in fact, you feel like, you have arrived, Abby. Why? Because you are the one with the solution. So every time that you go to a networking event, you want to show up online, understand that you are the one with the solution. When you want to market your business, you want to market your product, understand that you are the one with the solution. And the person with the solution should not be shy. It's the people that have the problems that should be shy. Your audience, they should be the ones shy because they have the problem. You have the solution. No matter who that audience is, whether the person has more money than you, the person has whatever. This is something I use. I go into rooms where I have people that are way wealthier than I am, but because I know the solution I bring, right, I am confident because I know that yes, I'm the light here. You might be wealthy, you might have even better networks than me, but in this particular thing, I know that I am your light, right? So yeah, those are the four things. Now, you need to understand this particular thing, right? A lot of you are so good at what you are doing, right? If you're in Elohor's network, I'm sure that you are not in the caliber of you're not the caliber of person that keeps quiet online. So I will not dwell so much on this slide, but you need to understand that the reason why you don't have a level of social capital is because you are too quiet. And I don't mean shouting and dancing on Instagram, you're always shouting, blah, blah, blah. But I mean intentionally communicating your value to your audience. Because if you don't communicate your value to people, if you don't tell people who you are, they are going to tell you who you are, right? People will call you the name you call yourself, right? When people started calling me LinkedIn Queen, LinkedIn Queen, LinkedIn Queen, because I jokingly, and I've not even said this story anywhere before, I just jokingly one day started calling myself LinkedIn Queen. And then I wanted to start creating videos on LinkedIn. And then I bought a shirt that had LinkedIn Queen on it. And everywhere I go now, LinkedIn Queen, because I decided jokingly, start calling myself LinkedIn Queen, right? So you need to communicate your value to people that you are building relationships with. If not, they are going to tell you what they think you are, and to be hard to now demystify that thought that they have. So the best thing is upfront, tell them who you are. Do you understand? Intentionally communicate your value to them, right? You also need to maintain regular communication to stay top of their mind. Remember what I said, follow up by showing up. Offer your support to them, your resources to them whenever possible to strengthen your relationships. Example, now, whenever I want to build a relationship with somebody, now I mean a physical relationship now, when I go for networking events and I meet really big people, there's something I do. Most times, most of the time, I like offering my service to them for free, right? I can say, okay, I'm going to do this thing for you for maybe the first 2 months free. Why? Because I want to build a relationship with them, right? Because young people, I'm sure that a lot of people watching me are young. Yes, there's this vibe to make money, to blow, to be a millionaire early, etc. But you need to understand that there's some people that you will have in your life, right? And what you can access is bigger than what money can give you. And I'm speaking from experience. Do you understand? There's some places I've been in, there are some things I've had access to that I would normally not, I can't afford it. Do you understand? But just because I've been able to maybe help somebody that maybe has access or something, I just have a relationship with somebody there, they're able to put me there. So when you are talking about, okay, monetizing, yeah, you should monetize stuff. I also have a lot of things I monetize, but you should also be wise. Be wise, because there's some people that if it's price that will chase them away from your life, let the price go somewhere. Do you understand? Let the relationship be built first. In fact, there's somebody now recently that I offered my service to him for free. Very big name in the industry. He can pay me, but I said no. Let me just do it for you for free. And today, in fact, he was talking about his mentees, right? So his mentees are very big people in the industry. If I call their names, you know them, right? And I was like, sir, please, I hope to be your mentee one day. And he told me, you're already my mentee now. This is somebody that people can pay millions to be their for him to be their mentor. But just because of this act of helping him, offering value to him, right? And he knows the worth of that value. He already puts me into his corner. Do you understand? Yeah. So join communities. Communities are legit. I'll also tell you guys a story, right? So the name of this community is Business Club. And this is a community, right? Ace Business Club is a community of legacy builders, wealth creators, business owners, just kind of, let's say, Forbes Business Council, something like that. Now, something I noticed, I joined Ace Business Club on this year, I think February. There's another lady that joined Ace Business Club, and I will give you guys her story. She had her book launch 2 months ago, and 90% of the people that spoke at our conference were from this club, right? And now I was thinking, and I thought to ask myself, what if this lady never joined this club? Will she have this caliber of people in in this her program, right? Even me, I'm having my own book launch and conference in August, and there's some people that I am accessing to invite because I am in certain communities, not just Ace Business Club. I use this Ace Business Club because of the lady I wanted to give you guys her story, right? So, what are the communities that you need to join that you would have access to some people that other people don't have access to? Is not free. This community is not free. You need to come out of that place of always wanting free things because it's going to frustrate you. Most of you, the money you have in that your account that you're keeping and just pampering it, oh my money, is the reason why you are still where you are today. Is the reason why you don't know certain people because you are so bent on pampering your money. Money is currency, it's meant to flow and give you more things. Money is a tool. When you use money as a tool to access things that other people cannot access, then it pays you back in multiple folds. The amount of money that I've spent in this club, or let me not even use this club, the amount of money I spent. Remember the conference I told you guys I paid 100K to join? You will not believe that in about 3 months, or I don't even think it was up to 3 months, I made my money back in multiple folds, right? Imagine if I was hoarding that money. Oh, 100K is a lot. I won't pay. I can't go. I would not have made that money back in multiple folds. I would have not known some people I know now, and I would not have gotten the level of courage I have now. You also need to know that when you have certain people in your network, you are bolder. I've seen it firsthand because they are also bold. They have more experience. You see how they are showing up. You see how they are. It just rubs off on you. Remember the story that people say that the lion that was born, he was born a lion, but then he grew up with sheep. But even when he became a lion, he grew from being a cub to a lion. He was acting like a sheep. When he sees lions like himself, he's going to run. He will run away with the sheep until he understood that one day he said, "Ah, I don't look like these people that I'm actually following. I am actually a lion." And then he went back to the camp of lions. So a lot of you, if you know that maybe you don't have a good background, you don't have a wealthy background, do your best to get into the arena of wealthy people. See how they think. Create relationship with them. If you cannot really pay the money, volunteer and enter those conferences, right? Volunteer and enter those clubs. Negotiate yourself inside, because some places you just need to enter and that's it for you. Do you understand? So this is for communities. And so we'll be talking about your social capital quickly. How exactly does it grow your business? Because we are talking about how can we now use social capital to grow your business. One, I've already said it, trust and credibility. You have better reputation. People can now pay you certain amounts because they've just seen you with somebody. It works like magic. You can now negotiate your value better. First, don't forget you now have better courage because you're seeing how these people are acting. They have better experience than you and it's already rubbing off on you. Second, you have privileged information. You need to understand that there are some things that the wealthiest people of the world know today that both of us we don't know, right? And it's called privileged information. Some I know because there are some communities that I have done my best to enter, or rather, God has placed me in, because God has really been very faithful to me and He has favored me. So privileged information that can literally help your business, right? So, what are those communities? What are those clubs that you can join? Yours might not be Ace Business Club. Maybe you can't afford Ace Business Club, but maybe there's a community someone is building. You can join. There's a program someone is building that comes with a community. You can join, get privileged information because somebody that is wealthier than you today, the person knows something that you don't know, or the person is executing something that you are not executing, right? You also need to um is also going to help you consistently improve yourself because whenever you are around, when you are the dumbest person in your circle, you always want to improve. But when you are the wisest person in your circle, you would feel like you are doing too much. And this is for some young people because I started out very early. When I was in like 100 level, I had already started my NGO. A lot of things I was doing, or God was instructing me to do, and my immediate friends were thinking that you are doing too much. Is it not okay? This girl, your own is too much, etc. Right? But I already knew what I wanted for myself. And that's why your community matters a lot. People you have relationship with matters a lot. Are there people that will say, oh, guy, you're doing too much? Or people that are saying, guy, you have not started. Right? And it must not even be based on what they say. How is their own? How are their lives? Right? Are they better than you? Right? Or are you the G in the circle that everybody is saying that you are doing so well, even when you know that you've not started? So if you know that you are feeling like you are so good, your circle. I'm not saying stop talking to your friends. No, I'm telling you that perhaps it's time for you to change circles. Perhaps it's time for you to join new circles. You can still retain those your friends, but it's time for you to join better, more improved circles because if they keep blowing your fan every time, you will tend to feel comfortable and there's no space for improvement in that at that point where you're feeling comfortable, right? You also have access to opportunities. There are things they will see in those circles that you have access to, right? Remember the lady I told you that she just got people, these people come to her book launch to speak, people that would normally not come. Even for people that will come for my conference, if you're in Lagos in August, you will see people that would naturally not come, but they have accepted, right? First of all, because God instructed that I reach out to them. And second, because there's a particular lady that just accepted to be one of my speakers. And she said it is just because of this club. She made it clear, right? It's because of this club, and there's some other things she listed, right? Now, you need to understand as I wrap up, right? There's something that my friend tells me every time, and he tells me, Homa, everybody has a value bank account. You know, as you have GT Bank, Sterling Bank, whatever, every human being has a value bank account, right? However, you need to understand that how much of your value is deposited in the account of your target audience, right? That will determine if you have a good relationship with them or not, right? So, like I told you, your content should always be centered around helping them. Take it like you can see this man putting dollar in this person's card every time you want to put out content, even when you want to post your fine face. Let him make someone happy, right? Let them always be the goal for putting out something that someone will see this thing and the person is better off, right? When they scroll past my content, they are better off. They're either entertained, they feel happier, they're laughing, or they are seeing an opportunity that can make them better. They are better educated, they are motivated, they are inspired. Do you understand? So invest in people, right? Put money in their bank account, not money, but put value in their bank account, because when it's time for you to now ask for something backing, for something back, right, or something in return, it's not going to be that hard. That's why if you notice, a lot of brands pay influencers huge amounts of money to push their product. Why? Because influencers have intentionally sowed into your value bank account. They make you laugh. Skit makers, they make you laugh. You love them, you trust them. Now, when they tell you buy something, you want to go and buy it just because this person said buy it. Why? Because that person's value in your account is so much. So from today, you can decide that, okay, for these people that my business is helping, whatever is helping, I will intentionally sow into their value bank accounts. Right? What do you do at the first instance when you connect with them, and even after meeting them? Right? Are they better off or are they worse off? Right? Finally, the exercise I told you guys about. You guys can see these three pictures here. I can't see the charts because I'm looking at my slides. You can tell me which of these rivers would you like to swim in? The first one, the second one, the third one. Don't, if you don't like swimming, just forget that you don't like swimming, or if you're scared of water, just by how they look, which one would you want to swim in? Right. For me, I want to assume that you guys are already putting the one you want to swim in. For me, I would like to swim in number three, this one, or maybe number one, just vibe in number one, but not number two. Why? Obviously, because of how it looks. And why does it look like this? It's like this because this is stagnant water. This is it's a flowing river. This is a flowing river, but this is stagnant water. Now, you need to understand that the flowing rivers, flowing pools, you know that whenever you go to the pool is flowing, right? New water is coming. Now, the flowing rivers and flowing pools, that's where human beings want to swim. That's where even fishes want to swim, because in this stagnant water, there's not a lot of oxygen. So fishes can't even survive there, a lot of them, right? People will only refer their friends to swim in a pool that is moving or a river like this because it's fine, because it's comfortable, it's not smelling, right? It's flowing, right? Now, it's the same thing with us. A lot of us are so whatever God has put into you has not started coming out. You're basically like stagnant water, right? And I'm not even talking about people that are creating content on LinkedIn. I'm talking about people that God has put something in you to help people. Just imagine Elohor never brought up this conference. There's somebody that will listen to me now, and your life would literally change because there's some things you are hearing today for the first time. There's some things that you've heard today that you put into practice, and it can literally change something in your life, right? Imagine she did not launch this thing, right? It would be like she's being stagnant in a way, right? She's hoarding something she has the capacity to put out to the world, right? A lot of you, you are hoarding something you have the capacity to put out to the world, maybe because of fear, because of shyness, or some people just because of greed, right? Please intentionally decide today that you are going to be a flowing river. Fear is not going to hold you back, right? Fear, whatever, what people have to say, people will always say stuff, whether you put it out or you don't put it out. So if you have written a book, you have a course you want to launch, you are scared, will people buy, will people not buy, put it out. There's a part of the Bible that says the people will curse the one who withholds grain, but they bless the one who sells. When I saw that scripture in the Bible, I said, okay, I even have biblical reference to validate that I should be selling stuff, right? Maybe they might not use the amount to say that, but the testimonies of their lives will bless you. When they've gone through your course, they've watched your videos, and they are better, right? They're going to bless you at the initial stages. I run a LinkedIn growth program monthly, and on a monthly basis I take about 100 people through that program. At the initial stages, I'm the one telling them, come and buy. Some people will not buy, but at the end, when we're having our graduations, they'll be the one say, oh, thank you, God bless you, I'm so happy I went through this thing, I got this opportunity, I got. I'm like, see this one, oh, Share was the one telling you to join, now you're the one raining all the blessings. That's just a validation that people will bless the one that sells, right? And I don't mean actually selling, but putting out whatever it is you have within you. Finally, you need to understand that givers never lack. Givers of value, givers of money, givers of talent, givers of the solutions that God has put inside of them, they don't lack. So what do you have to do after listening to me? Look at your giving channels, right? It can be content, it can be course, it can be a book, it can be a service you offer, right? Analyze it. The ones that are meant to be free, make it free. The ones that are meant to be paid, make it paid. The people you are meant to offer even the paid one for free. There's somebody that I give out my course to today my program to today for free because of something that we had a conversation about, right? So there's some people that not really give you money, right? But because you have the ideology of what I've told you today, and you know that relationships, like I told you, there's something that you want to have now, that if you had somebody in your network, that thing will not be a problem for you. So that should be your goal. Give to the extent that you don't struggle for some things again because you have built valuable relationships with people. You won't lack both in business and in life generally because you have built capital that is paying you in influence, it's paying you in money, it's paying you in impact, right? People say a good name is better than, I think they say a good name is better than money. But when you are very strategic about it, you will also have a good name and you will still have money. You still have influence, right? So I hope that I've been able to teach you something that you would apply in your life, and by the help of God, you would actually become better because of something that you have heard today. If you have questions, you can ask me. You can also connect with me on other social media platforms so that we can start our own relationship, right? And also continue exchanging value with each other. Thank you guys for having me.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. That was a value packed session. I have learned a lot of things even while listening to this session, and I can't thank you enough, Haoma, for coming to do this. I know that it took a lot. Your time is very, very precious, and you coming here, and it's still that networking thing and relationship thing that Haoma has mentioned in this session that helped me bring Haoma here today. I've never met her before. I think we've had a few conversations here and there, just for me showing up on Instagram. I believe she accepted
Yeah,
because she has also seen me show up. Like, okay,
yeah,
this person has substance. She knows what she's doing, and I believe that's why she also agreed to come, because the truth is nobody wants to associate themselves with somebody that's not doing anything. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Let me not say a nobody, but somebody that is not doing anything, nobody wants to associate. And before I even reach out to Ahoma, I was looking for somebody to actually talk about this topic. I saw different people, but and then I prayed about it, and I don't know. Somebody just tagged Ahoma on her story. I was like, Ahoma. Then I went to her page. When I got to her page, I just felt this. I don't know. I just said, this is the person. And I like, if I reach out to her, I pray she says yes. But yeah, we are here today, and this was not a mistake. And I believe everybody has also learned. So everybody, everything that Haoma has shared here today, she even shares more in her book Morning Star. I'm sure she mentioned the Morning Star during the session. That book, I'm also going to get a copy. I'm going to get a copy after this session. Yes, so I'm going to get a copy. Me too. I'll start
That means you're
implementing.
coming for the conference because
Yes,
when
so
you
I'm
get the
coming.
copy, you have access to the
I
conference.
am coming. I'm coming. I want to start implementing. I want to start implementing what I've learned here today. I'm coming for that conference. So once you get a copy of the book, the link is in the caption now, in the comments rather. Once you get a copy of that book, you will get free access to the conference that is happening in August. And that is your first step. How much is even the book? So let me check. How much is it? Uh,
The
the
hard
book
copy
is,
ebook and the conference is 6.5.
imagine, 6.5. With 6.5. Imagine, oh, you guys, 6.5. I remember the story of Mama shared. She spent 100K to attend a physical event, but with 6.5, you're going to get access to all of these speakers for free. So go and buy. Where is Mavis? Mavis was saying that she wants to start investing in our community. This is your first step. The link is in the comments. Go and buy the Morning Star book if you want to start implementing everything that our woman has taught here today. With 6.5, go and buy that book. I don't want to hear any story, please. Go and buy the book. I'll also drop the link in the Telegram group, so you guys go and buy. And then another thing you can also get from Ahoma is the 20-day LinkedIn growth and visibility challenge that she does. I think the first one is starting on Sunday. I'm inside. I already paid. I already paid for it. I'm inside. I tell you guys, me, I'm not here to play. People are here to play. I beg. I don't know about you, but me, I'm not here to play. I've also paid for the LinkedIn challenge. I'm inside there, and we're going to start on Sunday. And that one is about 9,000 naira, right? So you can buy that one as well if you feel like, okay, oh, I don't want I don't want to buy the book. I want to do the challenge. But the truth is, whether you buy the book or you join the 20 days visibility and growth challenge on LinkedIn, you are still going to learn a lot from Haoma, right? So, but I will encourage everybody, go and buy that book. Go and buy that book. Oh, I won't say anything again. Go and buy the book. Me, I've said my own. Yes, Mavis, go and buy. You must buy. Go and buy it. Once you buy it, you get access. Free access is a physical event, and you'll be able to attend. And that's where your networking starts from. That's the very first step. You don't have to wait to go and pay thousands of naira first. Starts from the one you can afford. Yeah. And how am I even giving this away for? It's too cheap. Oh. You not increase the
I know,
price.
right?
I was like, I'll go and buy it. Means I'll buy mine this night. So you can buy the book. Not you can. You should. Everybody here, it's mandatory. I'm mandating everybody to go and get a copy of the Morning Star. Not just because, oh, I want you to go and buy something for my woman. What our woman has said is people don't really like you. They will just want to be helped. So it's not because, oh, you like our woman, you enjoyed our session today. Go and buy because you are going to be helped. Let's put it that way, right? So with the book, first of all, the value from the book, and then also the value from the conference, they are going to be having free access to when you buy that book. And then also you can also join the visibility challenge. And the link I've dropped here is for the visibility challenge. Why is the free class, right?
Yeah.
So once you fill the form, you join the WhatsApp group, and from there she'll take it from there and show you how you can get access to the visibility challenge. So go and buy the book, join the challenge. All of these things will also be dropped in the Telegram channel, so that you can go and take action from there. Thank you so much, Haoma. Do we
Yeah.
have any questions for Haoma? Any questions we'd like to ask Haoma before we end the session? Before we end the session, any questions? I'll count to five. If we don't have any questions, that means it is very explanatory. In fact, Haoma, thank you personally. Me, today's session, I learned a lot. I've been learning from all the session, but this one, I've been waiting for it like I don't know how to express my gratitude, but yes, I am really grateful. And on behalf of everybody here today, we say thank you for sharing all of those things, your story, sharing your strategies. You know, it's a lot, and I know it's a lot for you to do that, but I'm grateful. Thank you very much. I think there are no questions. Everybody enjoyed the session, and it is clear you break it down really well. You break it down. Yes, it was electrifying. I agree. I agree with you, Mavis. It was electrifying. Thank you, Aoma. Really appreciate this. And we are all coming to your conference.
I
Yes,
can't wait to
guys,
see you
we're
all.
all coming. We're all coming. And yes, come. We'll meet there as well. It will be a good place. Oh, I saw you at the Grow conference.
Yeah.
Ah, we're not here. You see, connection has started. You know? Thank you, Aoma. Thank you so
You're
much for
welcome.
the amazing session. God bless you. And we appreciate you. We love you. Tell Aoma how grateful you are in the comments, guys. If you really enjoyed the session and you learned a lot from today's session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why I just keep saying thank you. But
Oh my God.
yes, guys, you guys are not talking in the comment. What's going on?
Maybe they are
You guys,
dumbfounded. They are speechless.
they are exactly. They are speechless. Are you guys speechless? I Yes, we are coming. Amazing. This is the comment I love to see. We are coming to the conference. Yes. Visibility challenge is for what platform? LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah. It's for LinkedIn. LinkedIn visibility and growth. We did the pre stuff last week, the pre challenge execution. So she set up our
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Me too, I've set up my own. Me, I'm not yet to play. We should be there. Okay. Somebody said, what about those outside Nigeria? Will the conference also? Oh,
Yeah, it's
comfort is
hybrid. It's hybrid.
okay. You said it's hybrid, so you can also buy the book. You have access to the online session. Yeah, so comfort, please go and buy. Don't let location be a barrier. All right. Yes, the visibility challenge is for LinkedIn. Okay, someone said we are grateful you deliver value in a simple form. Amazing. Someone says no LinkedIn. I think I've answered that. So there's a question
Yeah.
here for you. My question is, how do I get to this community? How do I get around it? As a natural hair digital creator, I find it hard to communicate with others in my niche, and I think it is my fear. Hmm.
I think you have already answered your question. You think it's your fear. So you need to address that your fear, right?
Yeah.
Another thing about communities is that if you can't join one, you can actually start one, right? So I know some people that have
Yeah.
started communities maybe for natural hair. There are people that even started communities for introverted people, right? You can start a community and ensure that in that your community you're offering value because you can now attract
Mhm.
other people that will now give you stuff, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. Thank you very much for that. And now that you're asking, how do I go about this community? Go and buy the book, the Morning Star book, and start from there. Start networking. And so far, for the last
That's
five
true.
days,
I wanted
yes.
to say something. So,
Okay.
so the title of the conference is Light Conference, right? So the idea of the conference is that it's for people that is for global light carriers, right? So that's why I call it. So I see that everybody that has a solution, you are basically a light because God has already told you you're a light to the world. So one week
Mhm.
after Morning Star, we're actually going to be in the light community where I would also share some resources that has helped me, right? The goal is just because I cannot stand when I see people that are so good at what they do and they're not
Mhm.
making any impact. Their lives are your income is not showing like the solution you have,
Mhm.
right? So you just need people to put you across and you should be in that community. Conference is happening in Lagos for Divine that is asking.
Yeah, Lagos. It's happening in Lagos. Yes. Thank you very much, Haoma. You guys should not miss that conference. I will also be there. So if you even say, okay, you don't want to see Haoma, come and see me. Come and see me. But yeah, but aside you just seeing any of us, is the value you're going to be getting. It's not about, oh, I like a lot, let me come up. You are doing this for yourself, not for me. So I'm not
Yeah.
begging you. But even though I say it's mandatory, I'm still not begging you. So it's still your choice to make and your decision to make. So somebody asked something, no, not this one. Okay. Ma'am, how did you overcome imposter syndrome? I think that's a very good question.
Hmm. Well, this imposter syndrome thing, I don't know if I had it, if I ever had it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I already set up or I started being aware. So you actually have to be self-aware. Who exactly are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who has God told you you are? So a lot of people that have imposter syndrome, they don't trust who they are. They don't trust who God has told you you are. So when you now start showing up as what you are meant to be, you start feeling guilty. Oh, am I really this person? Am I really this thing? But when you have a good conviction of who you are, right? Whatever or however you choose to show up, you are not feeling guilty. You're not having any imposter syndrome because you are self aware. And you also need to go back to the manual that the one that created you gave you, right? So if I want to know what this phone is, I'll go to iPhone and ask them, okay, what is iPhone that knows everything they have made iPhone to be? A lot of us that are using iPhone, we really don't know the exact things or everything iPhone can do. So go to the Bible and know exactly what God has made you to be. If you understand what you are meant to be, right, you will never think you are showing up as someone else or are you not doing too much. You won't have imposter syndrome because you are convicted and you are self-aware.
Wow, thank you very much. So everything boils down to self-awareness. I think for that imposter syndrome, it never did I will I say it goes away? It doesn't go away. Not true. Because when I wanted to start this Grow conference thing, usually I used to do it as an IG live thing. So when I wanted to do it as like a conference, I was really scared. I was like, ha, will people come? How will I be able to bring the speakers to come? I had so many self-doubts. But it comes back to self-awareness, like Haoma has said. And another thing I would like to add to that is maybe getting people, still goes back to networking, getting people who can encourage you in during those
You
times
need you.
where you doubt yourself. So those times where I feel like, will this thing work? I had to go and meet my friend, yeah, and we talked over it. She was like, you can do it, mama, you can do it. And she just gave me the ginger that I needed. After that conversation, I was like, I'm doing it. And then I went for it, you know? So that's self-awareness. And then also back to the networking thing that we've discussed here today. You get, so it is very, very important to have people in your network that not just only gives you money or gives you exposure or all those things. Sometimes it's also about giving you that accountability, the support, the push that you need. From hello, hello, it all starts from hello, hello. Most of my friends today, yeah, she's my best friend today. We met online. I've never met her in real life. So she's in the UK, I'm in Nigeria. I've never met her, but we've shared so many things about ourselves. We've shared so many moments together that I will not trade for anything in the world. We met on Instagram. She came to me as a client. I worked with her, and then after working, we just started replying each other's story back and forth. And we got here. I don't even know how we got here, but we had a collaboration together where we launched a product. And from that product launch, we spent a lot of time. Every day we were together for like 2 weeks working on our products. And then from there, we are here today. She's my best friend, and it's just
Wow.
crazy how it happened. And so many other of my friends I've met online as well. Peace, so Adesua, Intimacy Master. I all met them online. So one of them was even from Salem King's comment section. That they just say comments, and I don't even know. We just met from there. You know, it's just crazy. And that's it. One of them was from a community. I paid for a tribe, a monthly tribe. And then in that community, she needed somebody to do something for her. And it's a service that I provide. And I provided the service for her. If I went to her place to provide the service, the next day I will go back. Guess what? I stayed there for 1 month. And I don't get rent. It's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, let's not go into that. So you see, getting those people, investing in people, and also being self-aware is a very big thing in overcoming imposter syndrome. So go and get the Morning Lights book, get it,
Morning
and
star.
start your Morning Star. The light from the conference going to my head. Get the Morning Star book and start your journey to networking and building healthy relationship. Is there any other question here? Okay, then there's no other questions. There's just people crying in the comment section. Say, comfort. Yes, you came late today, but you can catch up with the replay after the session. there's so much Haoma has shared today, and there's also an important information you need to know about networking and building relationship. So I think there are no more questions. With that being said, thank you very much, Haoma. I'm so excited. We are so grateful that we could have you here, and we are all coming with our full force. We are coming to the conference. Let's continue our networking. And yes, please follow Haoma on Instagram. She's on Instagram at Haoma Worgwu, and she's also on LinkedIn. I think Haoma Worgwu as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
Haoma
everywhere.
everywhere. Haoma Worgwu. So follow her everywhere. Let me spell it in the chat so that you'll not be wondering how to spell that. Yeah.
I think I've sent you direct link so they can just click
Oh,
and
okay.
join.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Cool. Cool. Let me copy this. Paste in the comments. So on LinkedIn, this one is the LinkedIn one first. Follow her on LinkedIn and then on Instagram. I'm also going to add all of this in the Telegram group and also in the replay. So when you're watching the replay, all of this information will be in the comment section of the replay so that you can connect with her from there. Connect with her is very, very important. All right. Thank you so much, Haoma. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do have a good night rest. I love you. We all love you. Thank
Love
you.
you too. See you in
Good
August.
night. Okay, guys. That was an amazing session with Ahoma. Uh, can you guys hear me? I think something happened here. Mhm. So we are going to go to the next thing on the calendar, which is our um our panel session. All right, our panelists are here, and we are going to start the panel session real quick. Are you guys ready? Type in the chat box, ready, ready, ready. If you're ready, let's kickstart the panel session. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Are you guys ready? You want to kickstart the panel session? Our panelists are here in the house. It's time to bring them up. So if you're ready, let me know you're ready. Type ready. If you don't type ready, I'm not going to go on with this thing. You guys should type ready. No dull moment here today. We're going to have the panel session real quick. Yes, yes, we are ready. Yes. Okay, okay, I can see ready now, so we can go on. Very good. Very good. Our panelists are here. We're just going to start the panel session in the next in a few minutes. Let me just take this off. Uh, and we'll be right back.
What happens when Instagram meets LinkedIn, meets WhatsApp, meets Telegram, meets Twitter, meets YouTube, meets Substack, meets every course platform out there? You get the Brands That Connect Hub. It's a community of tech brands, freelancers, digital creators, business owners, and marketers who want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers into loyalists, and their staff into ambassadors. Here's the difference between each plan in the BTC Hub. Tech Brands Plan is for founders who want to attract users, customers, clients, and investors. And these people want to build a brand that connects with the core of all the stakeholders that they are trying to attract. For the Small Business Plan, it's one that is tailored towards people who have a product business and want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers to loyalists and their staff to ambassadors. On the other hand, the Marketers or the Storytellers Plan is designed for digital creators, service providers, coaches, consultants, storytelling enthusiasts, marketing and branding personnel who want to build compelling brands that truly resonate with their audience. So if you want to try this out for free today, you can see a link on your screen.
Yo, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Are you guys ready for the panel session? We have our panelists with us here today. We have Nnenna. Hey, Adan, Igbo language, but then we have Chijioke, the content
Hello.
guru.
Hello, guys.
Good
Mm,
evening, my
good
boss.
evening. Good
How are
evening,
you
darling.
doing?
I'm good.
Um,
I'm good.
Good to have you here. Good evening, Mama. The content, the Igbo language boss. This woman, I'm proud of you, I beg. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so
Let
much.
me leave it there for you.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done. And
You
Chijioke,
did
my Oga
great.
Chijioke, my boss.
That's why I
My
call me
boss
your
will
boss.
inspire, will inspire us.
I
I'm
Hey,
humble.
God.
I'm humble.
It's so good
How
to
you
have you
doing?
guys here.
Yeah,
Our third
it's great to be
panelist
here.
is unable to make it today, so we're just going to kick off with the people we have here, and maybe if she's able to join during the session, that would be really amazing. So let me just highlight the topic of today's panel session, and then we'll kickstart. So, welcome everybody to the panel session 5. And today's topic is unconventional career path, overcoming resistance, managing multiple roles, and shaping new narratives. So, today we have Ada, the Igbo language boss, and Chijioke, the content guru, here today with us to share their journey and also their opinions on this topic and how they've been able to leverage their expertise to grow their businesses, to help their audiences, and and a lot of things in between, right? So we are going to start the panel session right now. So let the conversation begin. Drum roll. You guys, keep the comments hot. It's time. Yes, so your marketing guru is here. Keep the comments hot, 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 hot. It's
Yeah.
time, it's time. The hour we'll be waiting for is here. All right, so we're going to start with Ada, the Igbo language boss. We're going to start with Ada. So,
Okay.
Ada, you are now on the hot seat. Okay, it's not hot seat, semi hot seat. But before we start, I want you guys to introduce yourself, 1 minute each. So they say ladies go first. So Ada, you go first. Introduce yourself. Tell us about you and what you do, and then Chijioke will go next. As a gentleman, I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
You go
I don't
next
mind.
and then introduce yourself and tell us about you. Yeah, so that goes first.
Okay. All right. So my name is Ada. I teach Igbo language. I also proofread Igbo resources. I develop curriculum for people that want to go into this business and they don't know where and how to start. So I do all of that. I also do translation. So basically, I am all about Igbo language. I promote, anything Igbo, the language, the culture, its people, everything about Igbo language. And I am also a mom, so it's all mixed up together. We are doing all of them together. Doing
Abi,
motherhood. We are doing
good to have
motherhood,
you here.
doing wifehood, we are doing businesshood, everything together. So yeah, that's
Good
it
to have
about
you
me.
here. Good to have you
Thank
here, Ada. Ada is the Igbo language boss on Instagram, so you can follow her there and see the amazing work that she's doing to keep the heritage, the Igbo heritage. So thank you very much. Good to have you here. So
you.
our gentleman in the house, over to you, sir. Are you here? This network again. We're in Nigeria. Oh, okay. I think the network is this is why Nigeria is somehow. But yeah, let's go on, and when he gets back on, we're going to bring him up. Okay. So Ada, as a teacher of Igbo language, you may face challenges as people you must have faced challenges or you're still facing, as people may not perceive it as a lucrative skill or a primary need, right? How have you been able to grow your brand to the level it is today, considering this factor? That they don't see Igbo language as something that is giving them money, or like the way marketing is, the way launching a digital product is. Learning Igbo language is not like a survival skill or a money making skill. You know, have you been able to grow your brand to this level today? Because I've seen you grow. I've seen uh I've experienced your growth, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Have you been able to do this over the years?
Okay, so first of all glory to God. He's going to take that. And The next thing is the fact. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So the next thing that I am going to say is actually, I told myself that if I'm going to do this, I need to learn the ropes, right? I used to work in a corporate organization, and I handled their social media at some point. I was their sales rep, like the first contact that they meet, whoever that comes around that particular firm comes. So I was the first, rep. So it gave me an opportunity to be able to relate with people. So I have gotten the patient part of business to a great extent. So there's nothing that a customer or a client can say to me that will get me upset to the extent of exchanging words. I would rather leave the message and come back to it later. So that's one. I know I had that, but that's not the only thing that I need to grow a business. I
Of course.
need I need to learn how to market, how to be able to tell somebody that you don't know how to speak your language. You need to learn how to speak your language. And this is the amount you need to pay. This is the amount that you have to pay to be able to learn this through me, to be able to be carried along through me. So I needed to learn that. And I following Trisha B's Niger Brand Chick. And then there was a day that Niger Brand Chick mentioned the people that are doing well in their own space. And your name was she tagged you. That was how
Oh,
I Yes, that was how I started following you. So yeah, I was actually following you with one, like a personal account, with hope that when I start I will need to remember this, and then so that was how I got to know you. And then some of your low cost, like you did one email market. It's not, is it email marketing, like how to build a
landing page
landing page.
Winikos.
Yes, yes. So I joined, when it was free, and then even when you now started selling it, I had to buy it because I had already forgotten. And then when I wrote it down, I was no longer finding it. So I got that, and then I was following you bumper to bumper. Anything that you release, I'll share. Say I need to, I need to join. I need to get, as long as I see
Yeah.
somebody, because I already had the mindset that this business is here to stay. So you need to build it properly. You need to have all it takes to be able to stand, upcoming, or, stand the test of time. So those were the things that I was very conscious about. And then when I eventually started charging people, even though I started like very, very low, I needed to get the testimonials and all of that, and which I did at some point. And then, I started growing. I became more confident to tell people that this is because it's not easy to teach a language, and it's not what you will see everywhere. So if you're going to do this is what you need to invest. This is how it's going to be done. This is what we're going to do. And you have to respect, my time and your own time. So, and then people that actually understood. I heard when you were asking people if your business is, if you're going to name your business with a car, what is it going to be? I was even looking for what kind of, which car will I name this my business? So because which car is not usually seen like that. It's not a
Yeah,
popular
that's rare.
because people like the idea. Oh, somebody is teaching Igbo language. Wow, that's cool. Okay. Do you have? Are people actually learning? Are people actually coming to
To pay for it,
learn? Are
yeah.
people actually paying for it? But it will be surprising for them when they now come in. Maybe I save their number and they see, testimonials or screenshots of payments or what people are saying, or they go to my page and say, and they'll come back and say, wow, this is serious. I mean, I can speak Igbo. Maybe I should go into this. But it's actually a business. It's not, I know how many courses I've done to be able to answer a certified teacher. to be able to say, beat my chest that this is what I do. This is what I'm going to be doing for a very long time. So I'm here to stay, and yeah. So that was it. That was just it. So proper structure, proper getting
The
what's it
invest
called?
invest in the right knowledge that will
Yes,
help you.
proper investing in myself, like every other thing that I need to move this business forward. Yeah, that was it. And you know the story now.
I
Even
know.
with the toddlers, I mean with the babies there, they
And
were
you
very
have it. You
small.
have twin boys. It's not easy.
Yes, with everything, and then a great support
Yeah.
system. Hobby was around, so sometimes when I have class, he will hold them. We do just everything coming now. Is coming together, looking like it's going to flourish. I mean, it's flourishing already. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing that. But one key thing I also want to ask is it how did you like started convincing people that, oh, this is not a money making skill, oh, this skill will not make you money, oh, but is important to you. How do you start convincing people? Because learning a language, like now, what's my business? Well, it's true now. Because people that even English language is even okay. You can say, okay, if I even teach, you're laughing, Chijioke. If I even teach English language, I say, oh, when you know how to speak good English, you'll be able to sell. Abby, what are you not
Yeah.
Mm.
saying with people? When you learn how to sell, to speak Igbo, you'll be able to sell. You cannot say that
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
how
So
did you
you're
convince?
asking the end game, right?
How,
Like
how,
what?
how are you able to convince people that this is worth paying for?
Okay. Okay. Great. So before I tell them that you need to be connected to your origin. You cannot say you are an Igbo person, and when someone say Kedukwan, you cannot even open your mouth to respond. It's kind of shameful that basic conversations in your language you cannot even hold on to, like you can't even make them. So I started with that, and as little as that is, most people want to be able to hold the littlest, if there's a word for, like, the tiniest part of their culture, and that can be a language, the tiniest, especially people that are not in Nigeria. Like, even if it's just to see you, and you tell them Kedukwan, and they hear your voice, I'll tell you, it's a whole lot for some people. You understand? So that was what I started with, like making them to realize that you cannot be a fool. You cannot say you're an Igbo and you cannot openly have a 5 minutes conversation with someone in Igbo. What if you find yourself where there is nobody speaking English and it's only Igbo people and you are Igbo? What are you going to say? Like, what if you are an Igbo and then you are in a competition that you're asked to just say, "Oh, can you say what is rice in Igbo?" and you're to win $10 million, and because of rice you will not win,
Ina,
because
ina,
of,
we say ina,
yeah,
ina. Osina,
you're going to
osina.
it's going to hurt, it's going to pain you a lot. So just making them see the fact that for you to be a full blood Igbo, yes, it's going to take it's going to take time. I don't even sugarcoat it. It's not going to be a 1 month, 2 months, or even 3 months affair, depending on the level you want to get to. But you need to be able to hold 5 minutes conversation. You need to be able to exchange pleasantries with your fellow Igbo. Not when they say Kedukwan, you now say, I cannot speak, oh, and then you carry your head like this. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. So, for some people, it's a serious issue for them.
It's
Like they
embarrassing. Yeah.
yes, for some people it's embarrassing. So anything to take that shame away, they are in. Yeah.
So amazing. So basically, in a nutshell, I would say you tap into the emotional reason why
Yes.
they
Yes.
needed to learn and hold on to their heritage, which is learning Igbo language. That's
Exactly.
really good. That's really good. Thank you very much for sharing that. So Chijioke, welcome back.
Thank you very
We
much.
lost you at a point. Nigeria
Yeah,
network don't want us to be great.
I switched to my router, so it just messed everything up.
Oh, okay, okay. Good to have you back. So, we're just going to kick start with the question for you. So, as a pharmacist, I think you're a pharmacist, right?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
a pharmacist.
As a pharmacist, what inspired you to that your face? Why your face? Don't worry, the question will not be hot. Don't worry.
No problem.
As a pharmacist, what inspired you to venture into the field of copywriting and also becoming a growth partner? Like
Okay.
those fields does not relate. How did you get here?
Okay, so basically, yeah, I when I was in school as a student, as a pharmacy student, I worked as a content writer. You know, back then, doing side hustle was not popular, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make more money. Yeah, I also wanted to make more money, and that it happened by accident actually. So I normally write in my school magazines and stuff like that. So one of my friends was like, "Guy, Shay used to write, Abby." I said yes. So her name was Judy. So so there's this place I am. They used to pay us to write. To. I'm like, seriously, they used to pay you to write. So how much now? So she said they used to pay them 1 naira per word, stuff like that. So I joined them. I was making small money then, 30K in 2 weeks, stuff like that. So we are just doing all of that and just going. But then after school, I came out as a pharmacist. I started practicing. In I started my internship in NAFDAC back then. Then I met somebody else. Actually, most of my journey was about meeting people and how they
By
shaped my
accident.
stuff. Yeah. So I met some Joshua. So Joshua was a graphic designer. Joshua didn't want to do internship. Doing internship as a pharmacist was a big deal because they are paying us 150K per month. We just came out
Wow,
from
Omo.
school. You just came out from school, they are paying
Wow.
you 150K. You get so it was a big deal. But Joshua was like, I didn't want to do internship. I'm like, guy, you mad? He said, my graphic design skills gives me $2,000 every month. I don't need 150,000 there. I was like, how
Yay.
are you doing it? He now introduced me to Fiverr, the Fiverr platform. I said, guy, I can start writing on Fiverr. So when I got on Fiverr, I now discovered copywriting because before I was doing content writing. But on Fiverr, I was like,
Oh,
I now heard copywriting. What's copywriting? I started researching, I started looking into it. I said, okay, I bought courses, I started learning, I started offering copywriting services. It was going well. Until, I don't know, those who know me know my famous heartbreak in 2020. In 2020, I lost my Fiverr account. I came back from church
wow.
on Sunday. Because I had a client I was supposed to deliver something to. I came back to church, so I opened my laptop to send it. Next thing, my email was not opening. My Fiverr account was open. I was just scared. Next thing I saw a debit. $700 had left my Fiverr account. I was like, okay, this is
Ah,
crazy. Before I know what was happening, I could not see my Fiverr account. Basically, somebody hacked my Fiverr account. So when I
wow.
contacted Fiverr, Fiverr said that the person has been tailing me for 2 months and everything. So they
Wow.
just locked the account. So they locked the account. But I didn't get the money back. I didn't get the account back. Everything just left like that. And for those who know Fiverr, I was a level 1 going to level 2 seller. It was a big deal because they promote your account more. So I had to start from scratch. So when I
Hmm.
lost that account, I did not
Just
write
weak.
anything. I didn't write anything for 6 months, 6 to 7 months. I didn't do anything. I just focused on my pharmacy profession. I was in pharmacy. Now, how pharmacy helped all this thing was working in the pharmacy profession. I worked with a brand that needed me to grow a branch. So it was, I think, okay, Express Pharmacy in Lagos. I guess where I did my first job. So when I came, the branch was, just there doing 150K per day and stuff like that. So okay, I became the head of the pharmacy. So I had to look for how to grow the sales because we need to make sales. If we didn't make sales, I will not get my
For no salary.
my bonus. Actually, there was a bonus for getting the target. So
Oh, oh,
so I was
wow.
like, okay. So I started thinking, how can I make sales better? So I worked with my partner. We put on some marketing techniques and we increased the sales 250, 200 to 50 from 150 per day. So then I started understanding marketing more. I moved to another pharmacy. This one, they wanted me to start a whole new branch from zero.
Wow.
So there was no customer base. So I started applying all the things because when you start reading into copywriting, you start getting a bit into marketing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I started applying everything I learned in the whole corporate marketing stuff to the pharmacy. I opened the WhatsApp group for my pharmacy, told them we had a community in the pharmacy. It was a new pharmacy now. So we had a community in the pharmacy. If you have questions, you can ask. Before you know it, the pharmacy took off, just grew like that, and we found success there and it grew. So then after doing all of this, I was like, okay, Chijioke, I think it's time to come back to copywriting because you cannot carry heartbreak for a long time. So I came back to copywriting. But this time I went for Instagram. I started to build a brand on Instagram. I didn't go to any freelancing platform.
Yeah.
Came to Instagram, started building my brand, growing. Then as I was growing, I started getting some clients. I started working with some people. That's why somebody DM me. I was like, "Would you like to be our growth marketer?" I was like, "What is growth market?" They said, "Well," I was on my
Wow.
own. Oh. I was on my own on Instagram. They
Wow.
sent me here. Say we're a startup, blah 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 blah. We have gone through your account. We like what you do. We like your wealth of knowledge. I believe you'll be a right fit for us in growth marketing. So I had an
Wow.
interview with them. I had an interview with them, and well, I became their growth marketer. So basically, that's how I entered into growth partnership. I did
Wow.
not plan to enter into growth partnership. I was just sharing what I knew on Instagram, and that's how I got all my clients actually by sharing all I knew on Instagram. And most of them came to my DM to say, "Okay, I want to work with you, I want to do that with you." So that's why I keep telling people, you cannot carry your talent and put it under
In a box or
in
hide
a
it
box.
somewhere. Yeah.
You have to just put yourself out there. You don't know who is watching. Yeah. One of my first clients was like a very big personal brand coach in Nigeria. When she DM me, she catch me first. I was like,
Imagine.
what's going on here? She said, I just saw your account. I liked what you are doing. I want you to be write copy for me. So I wrote copy for one of our launches. And that was when actually I said, okay. This can be a career for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before you knew it, I decided to take a little break from pharmacy. I'm still going to go back because I want to start my own community pharmacy. So I'm still going to go to pharmacy, but I took a break from working in pharmacy so I can focus on building my personal brand and all of that and working with my clients. With the hope of at the end of the day, venturing back into pharmacy, running my own pharmacy and building my own chain. I want my own Med Plus. It's not a C. So I want my own I want my own Med Plus. I want my own Health Plus. I want to build my own chain of pharmacy. So that's basically where I'm headed as a person.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really amazing story, you know. Some things happen by chance, but also from that chance, you also were able to find your path here. But the key thing I can pick from all of this thing is people, right?
Yeah.
The first thing is people because the first one was the some person who introduced you to the writing thing, and then the
Yeah.
second one was the graphics designer who introduced you to Fiverr, and then from there, the next thing I would see there is putting yourself out there. Put
Yeah.
yourself out there, which is where you found Instagram, started putting things out, and you're able to attract people to yourself, right? Don't people
Yeah.
are watching. That's just the thing. Like you mentioned,
True.
there's a big brand that also that she has never worked with me, but she has referred people that have paid me thousands. In fact, she has referred somebody that's paid me over a million naira. In fact, this person that has paid me million naira bought me, paid me, give me money to go and buy phone, iPhone. This one not be even joke. Like for free. Now woman not be saying a man say he's giving me to because they want to sleep with me or
It's
anything.
striking you.
Or he's striking me. Like the person has paid me over a million naira working with them, still gave me money to go and buy phone, 500K. Like Elohor, that day she called me. I was like, oh, my phone is hanging. She was like, okay, I'll buy you a phone. And so they send me money to go
Just
buy
like
phone.
that.
Just it's all from showing up. It's all from putting myself out there. I did not do any juju or any extra thing. Of course, there are strategies, but at the end of the day,
True.
all these
True.
things, all these things you're learning from this conference, they will all be useless if
If you don't implement.
you don't show up after the conference. Now you go and throw away the book, you go and sleep. You just tag me on my story. Oh, this session was fire, fire, fire. You now go and sleep. Guy, nothing will still change. Next year, we'll do this conference, you'll still come again. And nothing has changed in your life. It's not a I'm
True.
not cutting
True.
anybody.
So true. So like I said, I also forgot to mention for those that I invested in courses, like one of my biggest
Of course,
investments was
learning,
into
personal investment, yeah.
it was crazy. 2021 when monetize your knowledge came out that year, I was like, okay, it's okay. It's like you pay for this thing. Oh. So
Exactly.
I when I paid for it, it paid me because I never really paid that much to do.
Monetize and knowledge is expensive.
It touched me, touched my chest. But I knew Trisha Biz. I followed her since 2020. I was like, no, I have to be here. I have to get this knowledge. I have to get this stuff.
Of course.
And investing in yourself also does something to you. See, if you invest in yourself, you will not be able to even not give value to others. It will
Of
push you
course.
to actually start doing
It's what you
things.
have here.
Get it will, if you don't have anything, you cannot actually give out anything.
True.
So it's very important. It's very important.
No doubt. I and Ada here too. this woman, I say everywhere. She na DS, I should never enter. She na this one everywhere. It's not because I'm not saying that you should start jumping from one place to another. That's not what we
Mm,
are saying here.
true,
Look
true.
for what is valuable to you. If you know that this thing will help you, don't hold back and say, let me keep this money.
Yes.
Don't just, I'm not
You end
saying
up
go and buy everybody's course, so that's not what I'm saying. But if you know say this thing will help you, go and register, go and buy it. Stop being stingy. This year alone, I've spent more than 500K paying for things. Buying for I'm on a 1 year training, learning product marketing. I'm paying every month school fees. I know how much I'm paying every month. After this one, I'm also planning to go and pay another 300 and something K to learn another thing. It's not because Elohor likes to learn, or sometimes self people to even show up to class, go, I know they get power, but I push myself. It's not because Elohor
true.
has all the time in the world, or Chijioke has all the time, or Ada has all the time. Ada has twins, two boys.
I've seen
Imagine
one
what
of them at the back. Sef.
you see them there.
I don't know
Imagine
if
having twins. I am still showing.
Oh my god. What happened?
Can you guys hear me? I'm back. So sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me? BC, can you hear me? Oh, okay. You can hear me. You're on mute.
Sorry. I can hear you. I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay,
I've been
okay,
trying
okay.
to
Great,
enter
great.
there.
Yes,
Okay.
I think the network kicked us out. Ada, are you still here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, 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 cool, cool. I'm so sorry, network kicked us out. So I think Chijioke will join. Everybody's network just went off. Ah, God, this country. So let's move on. So, like we are saying that show up, right? Regardless of whatever, and also invest in yourself. Do not hoard any money. When you know that this thing will be valuable to you, show up. When you know that this will be valuable to you, pay for it. Don't do a la roro and say, "Oh, I'm not going to pay." And today's session was about building relationships. And one thing that Haoma have said, don't be waiting for free relationship. Pay. I saw Ada when she paid for this and they went for this convention and she met so many people. I saw these videos, they start tagging themselves, all of those things. That's where connections start from. Pay for access. Even sometimes you pay for these courses, not necessarily because just for the course. Sometimes you pay for these courses for the access. You know, you pay, yes, now you pay for
True.
it for the access. There's something Trisha B told me one time in the comments, in the DM. So we were talking one time, I don't know what we were talking about, and then she told me that she said, I carry you for back like hunchback. Do you know what that means? I've never met Trisha Biz in my life before. In fact, I've never even worked with her before. It's just that I've bought her courses and I used to show up on my page. And I don't know how I even got into her DM. I think it was from buying something from her that I landed into her DM and then started talking. She has referred so many people to me. And then one day she said to me that, oh, well done. Say, I carry you for back like hunchback. You know how hunchback like the person back will be say is on the, like it's not detachable. Eh? Imagine your mentor, your icon telling you that they carry you for back like hunchback. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? And it's all because I was showing up. Not be any juju. I not go pay her any special money or have to do anything extra or to say, oh, I paid her for it. I didn't do any of those things. It's all from showing up. That was how I was able to get her, for her to even say that kind of thing to me. Ha. It's a privilege. And even what
Yeah.
Chijioke said, a very big person in the industry reaching out to him, saying, come and work with me, just by what they saw on his page. It's a lot. It tells you a lot. It tells you how powerful showing up can be. So thank you guys for that. I have another question for Ada. Being a mother and a wife, how do you manage to firstly create content and show up for your clients? Create content and then show up for your clients. Do you have a team supporting you, or you handle everything on your own? Because we need to, even me on my own sometimes I dey cry. Me that I don't have husband, I don't have children.
Wow. Okay. So when I started, what I used to do is when I started shooting videos, like I started with holding my phone, like selfie, talking it, and then I started buying small gadgets, tabletop, ring lights, and all of that. So what I do then, that the kids were really still very tiny. Whenever we go to church, at least I will, I'll apply
You do makeup.
small. So when we come back, by the time they are having their siesta or nap, like afternoon sleep, I'll just rush into the sitting room, one corner, and do like 2 or 3 videos. And I'll tell myself, okay, this week you post 3 videos, and then the rest will be write ups.
Right up, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did I had one-on-one with you, and you told me that videos will be better because it's only, and I agreed as well. It's only somebody that can speak that will be able to write. If you
Of
cannot
course.
speak or read, like if you cannot even say the words, there's no need of reading. You will not even bother. So I told myself, okay, we have to be serious. Let's start with once in 2 weeks. So once every 2 weeks, I'll just tell myself this night is for shooting videos. Even if it's just 5 videos or 6 or 7, I will shoot them properly. I'll write a script, get the topic, and do, a proper video. And when I tried it, it was giving me what I wanted. It was getting me out there. People were seeing and commenting and saying, "Oh, I like the way you're doing," sending DMs and all of that. So I had to continue in that light. So now what I do is I have someone that comes in and then will do the videos, and then she will edit and leave it for me, and then I will schedule. Thank God for Instagram schedule.
Sadly.
Thank God, because having to maneuver from one app to the other, sometimes the app will decide that today, oh, I will not show up for you. So, but Instagram scheduling feature has been a lifesaver for somebody like me. So that's what we've been doing so far. I started with only me, but we are moving to the permanent site. So somebody
I
has
can see the
joined.
improvements in the videos and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has joined. So now I'm not struggling with, am I looking at myself or the camera? Somebody is holding the phone to say, okay, come this way, do this. So the power of team as well, it's not, as you're growing, you start delegating some tasks to people so that you will not be too overwhelmed. You will know that, okay, you're concentrating on your own strength and somebody is concentrating on your weakness. So that's what, and
Yeah,
then
I
when it's
agree.
time for mother motherhood something, we'll go and do more. So in the morning they've started school now, so we'll take them to school. They stay there till 1 p.m. So between that time, we can do something before they come back, and then classes start and all of that. So yeah,
Wow, that's really
that's
good.
what
So
we can do.
basically, just planning yourself, time
Yeah,
management, and also scheduling things, so that you'll be able to. Because at the end of the day, I don't think there's another way around it. It's
yeah,
just you just have to decide that you just want to do this thing. Discipline. There's no two ways around discipline. You have to decide that you want to be disciplined.
yeah.
And scheduling and planning is something that's really helped well when it comes to
Down there
time
go.
management. Thank you very much for sharing that. So
Thank you.
Shizuke, the next question is for you.
Okay.
Although you've mentioned that you have put pharmacy on a pause for now, but before you put it on a pause, how were you juggling between being a pharmacist and being a copywriter? Is it because of the overwhelm now that made you pause pharmacy, or maybe something else?
No, actually, so see, I was practicing. Pharmacy has different, there's a different ways you can work as pharmacist. So, as a community pharmacist, those guys you see at the pharmacy, you come out to work. So when I was a community pharmacist, it was not that overwhelming because my shift was usually from down to planning. My shift was usually from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. So it's alternate weeks. So this week, if I do morning shift, next week I'll do night shift. Yeah. So what I do is that the week I know that I'm doing morning shift, I know okay, when I come back from by 3 p.m. When I come back from by 3 p.m. from 3 p.m. down to 9, I'll do my client work and all of those things. And the way community pharmacy is structured is usually when there's a patient in front of me that I have to, like communicate to them and talk with them. But during those times when there's really nobody in front of me, and I was head of pharmacy for most of my profession, so it gives me time to like, okay, maybe interact on Instagram, do networking and do other things. So that helped. But then I now switched. I now left community pharmacy and now went to become a medical sales rep. Now, so a medical sales rep is a more complicated role because you are literally outside every time. So what you do is basically you go to hospitals, pharmacies, clinics to go and promote the drugs of your company. So then I leave my house. I'm not joking. Hello. I leave my house by 5 a.m. and come back by 11 p.m. I'm not joking because of Lagos traffic. No, when you leave your house in the morning, because I was driving. So when you leave your house in the morning and then come back 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day, it impacted on my business, so I could not combine it. I'm not going to lie. I could not combine it. I was delaying work because most times I'm now depending on weekends and the night to work. So I wake up very tired the next morning and it was just a mess. So I had to tell myself the truth. I was like, see, Chijioke, you have to choose one. So that you focus on this job or you focus on this stuff before you come back to invest in the pharmacy business. So that was the point where I broke. For those who are around May last year, May, June, July, people that I felt sick a lot. I was breaking down a lot. I was taking plenty social media breaks. That was what was happening. Yeah, all that pressure. So I was like, no, I have to choose one and leave the other. So I resigned from my job and decided to focus on
Wow,
my Instagram business. Yeah.
that was
So,
a
but if it
very
was
bold step.
my dad was scary when I told my parents that I was resigned from my job. Um, they called me. I was like, "Is everything okay?" When I'm not trying to explain what I do for a living now, it's difficult to understand because what is copywriter? Chijioke, what is copywriter? So you get, so it's
You're
difficult to
playing
understand.
online.
You get so, but one thing that was something that I always tell people, yeah, there's a trust I have with my parents because since age of 16, I was taking a lot of crazy decisions. They wanted me to school in Anambra State because they live in Anambra State. I went to go and school in Port Harcourt. I didn't even tell them when I did my jump for. I got admission and I ran away to Port Harcourt from the age of 16. So since then, they are like, okay, this one is not okay. So they normally trust me when I make some kind of weird decisions. Weird decisions. When I wanted to serve, when I wanted to do internship, every decision was like doing things that are just out of the blues. So I thought that I was going to resign. My father just called me and said, Chijioke, I have been trusting you all your life, so it's not now that I'm coming to come and stand in your way. So I'm going to still trust you. Just take care of yourself. Every week you call me, hope everything is okay. I say yes, everything is okay. So they are really supportive. My siblings were really supportive, and um, my partner at the time was really supportive. So it really helped the whole transition. Even I was not making a lot of money because I've lost all my clients. So
Oh,
I had to like start,
exactly. Yeah.
I had to start looking for new ones, building new relationships, and before you knew what was happening, we are here today. So
What made you dish? Let me not say that's a very deep word. What made you choose copywriting over your pharmacy stuff? Like at least because pharmacy, there is a stable income. The income is
yes, that's a
stable
stable
every
income.
month.
Yes,
You know that, yeah, if you know that you're getting 250K every month, it's 250K every month. But
exactly.
you know,
So this
but
income,
copyright is sometimes in a month, say make we no lie, sometimes in a month, no go see shishi.
you not see money, yeah. So, but here was the
Sometimes
thing.
you go get 3 months money in one month. You just be like,
So that's the thing. So
we
here's
know
the
these
thing.
things, not be saying this thing.
You get.
So
So
why
yes,
did you choose
so
copywriting over? Yeah.
what happened was this. I looked at the profession, first profession. I'm going to be really honest with you. Really, in the first profession in Nigeria, the only way you can really actually grow your income is two ways. Is that you work for a multinational company or you start your own pharmacy. Because in the community pharmacy setting, there's no really growth, there's no really career path in the community pharmacy setting. You might stay in the same salary for 5 years and nobody will send them back. But but if you join a multinational company, you'll be getting promotion, giving you car, maybe even buying fuel for you, buying gas. But the company I was working for was the one fueling my car and all of those type of stuff. So there's a part you get. But then I've been in copywriting before. I've I've legit made 10 times my salary in 1 month. So I was like, okay, you can focus on this part that is lucrative, grow there, then come back and start your community pharmacy business and just establish yourself. So I looked at which part is going to drive me closer to having enough capital to start my own thing. So it's the copywriting part that was going to drive me closer to do that. And the good news was after I took the step, months later, I landed an agency role. Agency roles are more stable because you get monthly remuneration. I got an agency role with a foreign company, so it really helped my whole copywriting journey because I can work on my individual clients' projects, but I know that every month my agency is paying me this amount because I have done work for them that month. So it's also good as a copywriter. So please, if you're only depending on freelance clients, I'd try and have a stable income so that you not be.
Yes.
It also helps your pricing. So you'll not be collecting weird discounts and be doing cheap work because
Yes.
you need
True.
food to eat, please. Or because I know I have a stable income, I don't need to send anybody for price. If I give you price, if you don't like it, you can move on because I am not desperate. So remove that desperation. So please, if you are doing a freelancer, try and get a stable income. It helps. It helps.
I
Don't allow
agree.
anybody
No
to see.
doubt.
It helps. It helps. It helps. Please. It
I will
helps.
not. No,
And I'm
I
not
agree with you.
and I'm not advising everyone to just wake up again and resign from their job. Please.
No,
Don't
please
resign from
don't.
your job.
Don't go and resign. Say Chijioke, say I resign.
Hunger, why are you? Before I resign, let me boss it. Before I resign, I had savings that could feed me for 6 months. Please.
Very good.
I had savings that could feed me for 6 months.
Like worse
My
come
house
to
rent
worse,
was
I mean,
paid.
hunger no beat me.
My house rent was paid for 1 year. My house rent was already paid for 1 year. So I had a place to sleep for 1 year. And I had
You have food to eat for six
eating
months.
for 6 months. So I was set. So that was what God gave me mind to do it. So if you don't have all those things, please, I've seen people who quit their job and went into a mess. So that's why I'm begging that it is something that we should be careful about. You know, you go on Twitter, you just, especially Twitter, you'll be like, I walked out of my 9 to 5. The person will not tell you
Now so
what what that happened, you get, or how they
yeah.
prepared for it. Somebody that
Uh,
has $100,000 in the bank walked out. You that don't have anything, you are walking out.
you
So,
want to
so
work out, come on, work out. They play.
definitely. So please. So I had to say that because every time I tell my story, people like, it's like it's a sign. It's not a sign, no.
It's not a sign. No, don't deceive yourself.
No do, no do.
No
Not a sign,
do
no.
I beg. And I did that last come to last few once I go my sister house and I pass good day because they're already supporting me. So that's
Hey
But no
God.
be lie, shall. It's true. Don't be lie because so many people they will just say, "Oh, I quit my job and then I focus on my hustle." Blah 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 blah. They will not tell you the things that already had in place, the resources and the finances they had in place before they quit their job. Me, I stopped doing 9 to 5 in 2021.
Exactly.
And before I stopped doing 9 to 5, I already have a stable income that was paying me. I was working. I was also working. At that time, I was working for seller. You know, and I know that every month, no one know how seller they pay me money, and they get monthly salary. So I quit my 9 to 5, and I was working from home for that company, and they were paying me money every month. I knew that salary was coming in. And and at that time where I also quit was when I felt like, oh, my business at least every month, ibad as ibad, ibad as ibad, I'll get money for that, I get money for food, get money for my basic needs from my business. My business was already at that level where it could generate that money for me. So I not just quit everything. And that's why most people they keep negotiating with hunger. Imagine person over chop and you don't have any business. Somebody come, you tell the person 50K, person say I'll pay you 20,000 or 10,000. You go agree because in your mind, say, well, make I just do this. This that 10,000 go home me for the next 2 weeks. Make
Yeah.
I just do this to use our whole
And they will
body.
frustrate you.
They'll frustrate you, and that's why you keep undercharging yourself over and over and over. And you won't be able to deliver the value where you say you will deliver because you'll be angry, you are hungry. A hungry man is an angry man.
Oh my god.
The hungry man is an angry man because you got invest because at the end of the day, that 10,000 will finish in 5 days. Or in a let's say last month for what let's say you even be manage 1 week. 10,000 finish. Money
Your
don't
anger
finish.
will
You
start
work,
again.
you dey do the work for two months.
The anger will
Imagine,
start again.
imagine when you have to go and you look for money to complete the work of somebody that you have spent the money and you're hungry. You go just the para, the vest, they change am for everybody. So I beg, please guys, don't go and quit your job and say, "Oh, Chijioke quit his job." Let me go and quit my own job. Make sure you have the necessary things in place, or at least make sure say you get where you go wrong, go stay. Like me, now, if hunger beat me, now I get plenty places where I want wrong go. If I say tomorrow, Chijioke should not pay me again. I get where I go wrong, go, I'll go eat free food.
Yeah,
At least for
Bill.
like 3 months, I have where I can be accommodated with free food till I can figure out my life. So please, guys, don't just leave what you have going on because you feel like freelancing is a thing. Make sure you are doing it to a certain extent where you can. So right now I have people that work with me. I have my graphic designer that I pay every month. I have my video guy. I also have another person in my team, doing community and email marketing thing. Because I know that I have a steady monthly income. I used to pay these people because which even pocket, I don't have even pocket money to pay anything. Pocket money from where? Is it the one I will get from the company that I'm working with? No. Even as I'm here, I'm open to job opportunities. If I see a very good job that would not eat into my time to work with a company, I'm going to take it up. Although I have my reservations for the kind of company I want to work with, the company must have structure. The company not going to be like my own solopreneur company where you are just struggling to build your teams. I have something like that going on for me already. If I want to have if I want to work with a company, it has to be a company that has structure. Companies like, big companies that have structure that I know that, this is way bigger than what I already have going on for myself. But if it's a company where it's still a one-man thing that they'll bring me to the team and still, I will not do that because why not? Why not just put
I
that
tell you,
energy
we are
in
lucky to have you. We
yes,
want to grow together. We are growing.
I don't want grow. I don't want grow. I'll put that energy in my DCC. I just reduce my this. If I put that energy, I know how much I'll be making every month. But then at the end
Yeah.
of the day, if I see a really lucrative opportunity with a good company that fits my need, that fits my deal company, I am open to go and work. So don't say, because Elohor is building data greater chick. If she see work now, she know I praise I see work for Google, no go. Or I see work for this. They play. I'll register, I'll go. I'll be doing my work there. I'll be doing my data creator chick. They play, guys. You know, so don't just say, 9 to 5 is nothing for me, blah, 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 those kind of things. You don't, it's never say never. Even as Ada is here now, you might get a deal with a multi-international company now. You go turn to 9 to 5 by force. You don't
As
know
a,
what you're gonna
I dey tell you, they wear suit, they go meet them for this for that side.
They play, you know. Entrepreneurship is sweet. Also, it's also bitter. There are a lot of sacrifices you need to make. But at the end of the day, sometimes even working with this bigger organization also gives you the opportunity to learn and also get access to some of these things that you can even go and use in your own business. Not just sit down
Yeah.
for that your business. Down there, yes, I'm a CEO.
No,
I'm a
Indo.
CEO. You know, go outside, make you see what other people they do. Other people they do for their business. They dare me, they do.
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
CEO. They play. Your eye goes so clear. Oh my god.
Hey God.
Oh my
And
god. This
it's
session.
even working with, like, if you're working, if I didn't work in a corporate organization, like a structured,
Yeah.
maybe I would be joking. Right. There's something that working in a community, like a structured team, does to your personality. You will remember, I know sometimes I will say, this was what we were doing in DPR then. This was what, these people was doing. Okay, maybe since I'm, it does something. So it's still very, I still advise people, try and get that experience. Try and be under
Mm-hmm.
somebody for some time before decide to be oga bata bata. Some people blossom through there. Some other people, you need to be tamed. You need to be tamed
Yeah.
for a while before you will be able to um call yourself
Find the
madam
balance. Yeah.
or oga. Yes. So yeah.
That's really good. Thank you very much for that. So, guys, we are not saying don't leave your 9 to 5. Neither are we saying leave your 9 to 5. But what we are saying here is make sure that before you make any decision, make sure that you have reasonable resources in place to sustain you as a person. You know, as we are all here, we don't do 9 to 5. There was a time I was doing 9 to 5 and doing my digital creator chick hand in hand, side by side. I was going for a 9 to 5. I was showing up, doing my clients' work. Was it hard? Yes, it was fucking hard. Sorry for that word, but it was so hard, like extremely hard. But then I still decided to show up. I still struggled to show up until I was able to. Don't go and say, okay, let me do 9 to 5 and then leave my side hustle. If you do 9 to 5 and leave your side hustle, right? Then how are you going to now build the side hustle? How you want it to be so you'll be able to leave the 9 to 5? So you need the two to go hand in hand until you're able to find your own
The
footing before you can now say,
balance.
okay, I'm not
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So thank you very much. This session has been really insightful. It has been fun. It has been everything I
That's been
envisioned it to be.
a lot of things.
Yeah. Even myself I've learned in the process as well. So it was
Thank
so good
you
to have
for
you,
having me.
thank you. Even though network was really hard on us, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice. So before we go, before we wrap up the session, can you tell us your final words to anybody out there? You know, those people that are starting, those people that are already ongoing. Any advice that might be useful to entrepreneurs, creators watching this live right now?
Who will I even advise? Okay. So my go-to advice for anybody, whether you're a startup, whether you're an intermediate, whether you are an expert, I hold my own God very serious. So hold on to God and try to make sure that the next thing that you want to do, that it's aligned with your purpose in life, right? And after you figure that out with God, the next thing for you to do is to put in the work, implement. See, like sometimes I'll be like, it's like, hey God, me, I'm a living example of how implementation can take you from 0 to 100. Coming from someone who once charged people 2.5 for learning Igbo language per week, and the day my husband heard it, he was like, "What do you mean by that?" And when I went through the process that when I went through the process I needed to go through, learn all the things I needed to learn, and put a price on what I'm going to be offering, and somebody paid.
Hmm.
I was like, wow,
They
okay,
work.
great, Hmm. Uh, okay, good. And then it has been now. There's no way. I'm sorry, it's not proud. Right? There's no way you will mention Igbo language tutors or Igbo language promoters or whatever that my name will not come up. It first five. It's not like I'm not there, but at least when you hear, you will know that this person is not joking. This person. So implementation it was what helped me. I implemented what I learned. I used my mouth, asked, can I get this? How much will it cost? And then relationships. I don't joke. Nicole Chikwe was one of the people that came to me and said they want to learn Igbo language, and she paid. After paying, she stayed for, she actually went all through the process, and now we have gone from client or learner tutor relationship to friends. We chat, we call each other, we send gifts, relationships, and there's no offer you know giving at any point in time that I say, oh, please, Nne, please, how much are you going to charge me for this and all of that? And she'll say, oh, don't worry yourself, I'm just going to post it. And that I try not to abuse any kind of relationship I have with people, because my mom is a teacher as well. So she taught us with courtesy. Courtesy demands that. Courtesy demands that. So I'm always checking the courtesy book. What does courtesy say now? Okay, we have to say good morning first and all of that. So number one, God. Two, implement whatever it is that you've learned. Number three, don't abuse relationships, whether with your older colleagues or counterparts or with the younger ones. Just give everybody a fair chance to prove themselves. Yeah, that's it for me.
Well, thank you very much for that final words, Ada, Igbo language boss. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, Chijioke, what final words do you have for entrepreneurs, freelancers, creators watching this session right now?
Okay. So basically, I think the final words are basically, yeah, like she mentioned, actually really holding God firm. Because sometimes, see, this entrepreneurship race is not normal. It's not a normal race. Sometimes everything just looks as if it's working against you. You need to have an anchor that is
Honestly,
beyond yourself. You need to have an anchor that is beyond yourself. If not, you might just lose it. I lose it. That I think it's on social media or that always tries to share the side where most people don't used to share about this whole journey of entrepreneurship. It's not easy. You need to have an anchor. The second, you need to have a network of people, a community of people that you can go to when things are not right. There are people that when things are not going well, I can pick up the everything just scatter this period. So they will be there, they will comfort, they will be there to support, they will be there to lead you through the process. Having that network of friends and then not joking with building relationships. And then number three, don't give up. It's consistency. You try something, it not work, does not mean it's not going to work again. So you have to try it again and again and again and again and again. You see, you lose your Instagram account like Elohor has done, as I've done. Because I've lost my Instagram account before. You start another one. Does not mean if you lose your Instagram account, you say it has finished. My village people have finally
That
won.
God has ministered. Maybe this is
No,
not
God
for
has
me.
finished. It's not the part. No, it's not. God did not minister to you. You have to go again. You have to go again. There is no story of any successful man that didn't have scars. So scars is part of the journey. Yeah. So don't be afraid of scars. Don't be afraid of failures. Don't be afraid of difficulties. They're all part of it. It's not all goody goody. Anybody right there
of
who says all
course,
goody goody
yeah.
is lying to you. Yeah. So those are my final words. Be strong, and when you need help, reach out to people. I'm telling you, see, people are nice. People are nice. You might think that people are
People are
rude, people are
actually
nice.
nice,
Reach
yes.
out to
And
Yes,
people
people
and
on people on Instagram, they are really nice people.
seriously, I've met
yes.
amazing people on this
True.
social media network.
Is it not Instagram? Me,
Seriously,
I met all of you people. Do I know you before?
see it,
Yeah.
Is
you
it
see
same
it.
Instagram?
So
So we see.
don't joke with that. So reach out to people. If you have these questions, ask. They will answer
But
you.
please don't be a nuisance.
Please, so
Don't,
Ask,
because
don't
there's
be
a
a
lot
ask,
of people.
nuisance
ask with courtesy.
with
Good
You
morning,
courtesy.
don't
ma'am.
be
How are you? I have seen this
Yes,
and this. This is what
please.
I want. How much do I pay
Exactly.
for it? Can I pay?
Exactly.
Can I afford? It's not you say hi and then go and relax.
I want this thing
So
because now you they feed them.
let me give you a bad example. My pastor shared that somebody messaged me and said they needed iPhone 12 Pro Max. Out of the blue, say, hello, sir. Please, I need iPhone 12 Pro Max. Don't be like that person. Please, don't be like that.
It's
It's
not
not what I
good
say
like
to
that.
God. It's
And
not
people
good.
will just blacklist you. You'll be wondering,
And
wow.
You
They
now
will
say the
share
person
you
is
with
proud.
their friends in case this
Eh,
person meets you. This is
you
say the
get
person is
this is how
proud.
he behaves. So
Hello is proud. You not reply.
he did not reply. So why would they reply when you're behaving like that? So I think a lot of people have talked about how to approach DMs. I think John Obidi has talked about it. A lot of people have talked about how to enter the DM. So go, I think John Obidi's YouTube channel, go and look for it of how to network. You will see the proper way to get it
Even
through DM.
today's session was about networking self, so
You
they've
see it
even learned.
ahead. Go and learn, please. So that's my final words, basically. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Chijioke and Ada. You guys have when I don't scatter the table, arrange the table, put them back, bring them back to us. And we took all of it. And I'm really grateful that we had these conversations. In fact, the last 5 days has been really amazing throughout, even the panel session, everything. These are conversations that we rarely talk about. It may be something that is simple to us because it's something we've gone through, but sharing to somebody who is just coming, maybe if you had heard these stories when we were also coming up, it would have helped us faster. I don't know, but I believe so. And I believe that so many people here now that they have been in this session today, they've learned one or two things that they will take home with them to, improve their own processes and their own businesses as well. Does anybody have any questions? So if you don't have any question, tell our panelists how grateful you have for this session. Did you enjoy the session? Did you learn something? Tell our panelists, thank them, thank them. Because if they not agree to come here today, they will not be here. And I'm really grateful. So this is me saying thank you to Ada, thank you to Chijioke. I know that you guys agreed to say yes because of the relationship we had, but aside that, it's a really big deal for me. You could have just said no, even though we had that relationship. Say, oh, maybe I'm busy to not work out for me. I would have still understood, but it means a lot to me, and it makes me feel like, oh, okay, these people also still see me as somebody, for you to want to appear here. So I'm really grateful to having you guys here show up on this panel. It means so much for me. I do not take it for granted for anything in the world. It means so much to me, and I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful. I don't know what I'm short of words, but I'm just
you're
grateful.
welcome.
You're welcome. Don't stress
I'm
yourself.
grateful.
Don't stress yourself. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're
So
welcome.
everybody's saying thank you so much for this amazing session. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and I appreciate you guys. So do have a lovely night's rest, and goodbye.
Bye.
Yes, Damilola. Yes. I understand why all those DMs and emails did not work out. Yes, please. When you are messaging people, you have to also understand that these people are people. If I show you the messages I sent to these guys that I brought to the panel session, even the speakers, some of them already people I have relationship with. But when I send them messages, I still give them room to make them make the decision themselves. So things like, see, your choice of words means a lot. How you put your words together. So during the marketing of this conference, I reached out to Salem King and I was like, I and Salem, we have a form of relationship and we used to communicate. I've had Salem on last year's event. We've met a couple of times, we've also spoken, and we've connected through his community and several other places. So I went to meet him in the DM during the promotion. I was like, hi Salem, good evening. How are you doing today? Good afternoon. It wasn't morning or afternoon. I don't know. Good, whatever day I sent it. How are you doing today? Please, I have a free conference that's coming up. This is what the conference is about, right? And the conference is also going to benefit your audience. And I would like to promote this conference to your audience. Listen, though, I would like to promote this conference to your audience. What would it take? What will it take, and how much do you charge? Now, me and Salem have a relationship. I could have just gone and say, hi, Salem, please, can you help me promote this thing to your audience? If I do that, it means that I don't see their worth and I'm just trying to abuse the relationship I have. But instead, I didn't even have it in mind that I was going to do it for free, but I just felt like, oh, because we have a relationship, he may give me a discount, and then he was like, don't worry, send me the details, I'll post it on my story. Don't worry about it. Just like that. If I come and say, hi, Selem, please, can you post this thing on your page for me? He might have seen it as, well, what's the meaning of this rubbish? Now you they feed me. He might have now sent me his bill and say, oh, this is how much I charge for it. Pay for it. No, even though it's something I could have paid for or I could afford, but that relationship and also how I have kept my relationship made me not pay. All the speakers that have been coming for this session, I did not pay anybody 1 naira. I didn't pay anybody 1 naira. Even the raffle draw that I'm doing, that I'm giving you people access to their product for free, they didn't ask me for it. It's just my way of saying thank you to them. That's why it's okay. What can I add to it to just say thank you to them? All the panelists, all the speakers here, I did not pay them a dime. I didn't pay them a dime. They could have said, oh, hello, you have to pay me to bring me to this, come and speak on this. It's all about relationship building. It's all about, also how you now use this relationship that you have. So it's not just about building relationships, it's also about how you use the relationship that you have. Even when I wanted to bring Yai on, I told Yai, I said, because Yai is my best friend, I just say, Yai, I want to come for this. I just say, this is how I started a conversation with Yai. I said, yeah, this conference, this event I did last year. She said, yes. I want to do it again this year. And this is the idea I have based on, because we are friends. So they're talking about it. Then and I said, okay, but don't worry, I'll go and work on it. When I have the full idea, I'll come to you. I already have it in mind that I was going to come, but I didn't tell her. Then I went back. I had the full idea. Then I came back. I said, Mama, this is the idea I have. What do you think? She said, it's really, really nice. I saw the idea. And I'm like, I would really love for you to be one of the speakers. Listen to how I word it. I didn't say, Mama, come and be one of the speakers, even because she's my best friend. I would really love for you to come and be one of the speakers. Before I could even finish, say, oh, yes, I'm up for it. Just let me know how it works. And that was it. I didn't just go and say, Mama, come and be a speaker, because I know, because she's my best friend. I just say, Mama, come and be a speaker. No, even Victor, let me not even say some of these things, but Victor had a really tight schedule. When I told him about this, he was like, this is it. My schedule is tight for June. And because of the relationship I have with him, he agreed to come here. And I'm not paying him a dime to bring him here. It's a relationship. And even though I have that relationship, when I still went to meet him, I make sure that I already have the idea properly fleshed out. And then I went to meet him and I said, hi, Victor, this is the idea. This is the conference I have. This is the idea I have about the conference. And this, I would really like for you to be a speaker. This is a topic I really like for you to talk about in this conference, because it highlights or it does this, blah, 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 when it comes to the topic and theme of the conference. And I would like to have you on the conference. What will it take for me to bring you on? I know Victor is my friend, but I still ask him, what will it take for me to bring you on? I didn't just say it because I'm hypocritical. I said that because I value my relationship and I understand the fact that in as much as I have a relationship with this person, they're also in business. They charge to do these things. So why will I now go and say, come and do it for free? I give them the opportunity to make decision themselves. And I'll be like, oh, okay. They finally, even Oyindamola that came, I don't really have a close relationship with Oyindamola, but we've been talking via Instagram DM from my stories. I respond to her story, she responds to my story. So when I was compiling the speakers, the Holy Spirit said, oh, use this lady instead. I wanted to use somebody else before and I switched to Oyindamola, but that's another story. The same from DM. I saw that the idea and I told her about the conference and she was happy to jump. The same thing for Haoma. Every single person that I've invited here, even the panelists. In fact, I reached out to all the 18 panelists in one night and all the 18 of them said yes. All the 18, I reached out to all of them in one night. And some of the panelists, some of them are people that we met, all of them we met on Instagram. Some of them are my students. Some of them we connected via the DM. We connected via one way or another. And I reached out to all of them. And I didn't pay anybody to bring anybody here. So you see how powerful relationship is. So if you're thinking about it, start building powerful relationship. You're not building relationship, because I'm building relationship, because I want to go and use it to go and get money. Or if I build relationship now, just as Elohor has explained, when I need people to come for my event, I'm able to go and pay, I'm able to go and use them for free. That's not what relationship is all about. Relationship is all about value. You need to also, and I believe that they all agreed because they've seen the value that I provide. I believe that relationship is all about value. You should also have value to give. before any. So tomorrow, if you go and meet somebody because you think you have relationship with them, and they turn you down, don't be angry. Maybe because you don't have the value to provide. I've also met the social media Oga. I thought, oh, I want to promote this thing with your audience. She created the content, she wrote the script, she designed it, and she posted it. She gave me like she split the charge. She charged people into 4 and charged me 1. So she gave me 3/4 discount. So let's say she charged 400K, for example. She split it into 4. She split 400K into 4, right? And they gave me, I asked me to pay 1 out of that 4. So she gave me 3 out of the 4 as discounts. That was what she used to do the promotion for me. Why? Because of relationship and access, and also how I went to her. Also, other people that push this program. There's another of my coach that pushed the program on WhatsApp. He has a huge WhatsApp following. He decided to do it for me 6 days. I paid for 7 days to promote it to WhatsApp audience. Guess what? He offered to push it to his email list as well for free. Even after he pushed it, finished, the event has started. He came to me, hello, Alpha, how is the event going? He still started pushing it again. For free. I only paid for 7 days promotion. He pushed it further, even more than the 7 days, So that is to tell you the power of relationship building. I've known this person since 2020. I bought his course when we were doing that WhatsApp. When we were doing that, when we were doing COVID, that was when I met this person I was talking about on WhatsApp. I bought his Facebook ad course, and I've gone ahead to buy a friend of his courses. And that's how we knew until today that relationship is still there. Yes, networking on social media is an investment because you never know what that could lead to. Exactly. You never know where it could lead you to. I've met so many people that I may have never in my life even have the access to them through social media. And it's not just about going to people's DM, becoming a simp, or becoming a nuisance, becoming a parasite in people's DM, right? Oh, Mavis just said the social media Augustine has the G.R.O.W conference link in her bio. Imagine, I didn't pay her to do that. I didn't pay her to put it in her bio. I didn't pay her to put it in her community. She put it. Even Sapphire too did the same thing for me. She posted it in her community, sent it to her email list. I didn't pay a dime. So networking is a lot. So I'm not just hammering on network. I'm also hammering on how you treat this network that you have. If you treat them anyhow, you're also going to lose. Don't treat them as an investment of, oh, as I'm building this audience now, when I need people, you must show up for me. They don't owe you anything. You have to be the value. As Haoma have said, be the value. And then when you be the value, you'll be able to now get people to want to even associate themselves with you. It's as simple as that. I've talked a lot. I don't start another session on inside this session. But yeah. So that's it. So if you want to get started, go and buy Haoma's book. Buy a Money Star book, right? Buy that book and get started. Get access to the link is in the comments now. Get access to the free conference that will be happening in Lagos. And if you're not in Lagos, you can join the live events, to interact. So when I'm saying choose a conference bestie, interact in the comments. I know what I'm doing. I'm not stupid. Don't say, well, Elohor is looking for engagement. If you like, don't interact. The event will still go on. If you like, don't comment. The event I'm not looking for your engagement. If you like, don't do. Now your business. I'm not looking for your engagement. I'm just doing this. You didn't pay me to come here to do this because I know I want to do this, and that's why I'm doing this. So whether you engage, you don't engage, you don't interact, I will still do this because I have decided I'm going to do this. You didn't tell me to come and do it before I decided. So if I tell you to engage, to interact, it's for your own good. Get a bestie, do a video, do this one, share your feedback. It's for your own good. But with that being said, let's get into the raffle draw. So I'm going to bring BC to the stage for the raffle draws. Because if you leave me, I will talk and talk and talk, and I will not leave here today. But yeah, BC, over to you. Please unmute yourself. You are on mute. Unmute yourself, BC. We still can't hear you. BC, we can't hear you. Oh. Okay, guys. So while we're waiting for BC, it's time for the raffle draw. Me, I don't have a bestie yet. Divine Favor. Who does not have a conference bestie? Comment and I will tag you. I will merge you with Divine Favor. Who doesn't have a conference bestie yet?
I'm back.
Drop a comment and I'll merge you. Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. That was my network. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. I'm sure you have all been having fun. For me, I mean, I don't know. I like telling you how I feel every time I come up here because so tonight was so powerful. I learned so much. Thank you, Mr. Chijioke. Thank you, Mrs. Ada. It has been a gem you guys dropped. It has been so good. And I want to share this. I think I would say I'm a living testimony of people are nice on Instagram. Yes, people are really nice on Instagram. For some reason, I'm not going to be calling names, but I am privileged to have met really nice people on Instagram, and they have really contributed to my growth, and I will not even take that for granted. So we can just be polite, construct ourselves, do something that will just let them just see one or two, no matter how small, just appear valuable, right? So let's move to the raffle draw. That was just me telling you what I think. All right, guys, this is like my best session, the raffle draw session. And just like always, I'm going to be telling you how it works. So today, two people will be winning free access to Aoma's 20 days LinkedIn visibility challenge. So this is the only program you need to use LinkedIn to massively market your brand or skill. This program can help you gain visibility and growth. It can help you convert your audience to buyers and other bonuses in the program to make you stand out. Yes, I think that's a very good one. So I'll be saying congratulations to whoever will win this because I mean, I love this already. So here's how to qualify. 3 people are already automatically qualified for the raffle draw from their participation on our social media handles during the promotion of the conference. So we need just 12 more people to join the draw. Okay, we have 2 people. We have 2 class rep, right? I think we have 2 class rep. I don't know if anyone can hear
The
me.
two class rep, yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
The
So we
two
have two
class
class.
rep, Mavis and Adebayo. What's her name? One sec. Let me look for her. I don't know why I forgot her name. Oh, hey, Mavis and Ifeoluwa. Ifeoluwa.
So that means we need just 10 more people to
Yes.
to play. 10 more people additional to play. So a link will be dropped in the comment section.
Wait, before you continue, BC, Divine Favor, and Oluwa Fumilayo, both of you can be besties. Divine Favor and Oluwa Fumilayo, please share your Instagram handle in the comments so that both of you can go and follow yourself. Both of you can be conference besties. Divine Favor and Oluwa Fumilayo. Both of you should go and be conference besties. But yeah, so you can go on. So I'm going to drop the link to the form now.
Okay.
Please, you guys go and fill the feedback form. The first 10 people. See, even if you don't win, at least fill the feedback form as a thank you to Digital Creator Chick for doing this. Even if you don't win, don't just say, "Oh, I'm not interested in the raffle. I'm not feeling." Shall feel it to thank DCC for what she has done. To thank me, I am the DCC. Why am I talking as if I'm a third person? To thank me for putting this together, just to appreciate me and showing me that, oh, my efforts actually appreciated and this is not a waste of your time. Just fill the form. Fill the form as a means to say thank you to me, right? So yeah,
So we'll be monitoring
you can
the
play as many times as you want.
form will be
So fill
monitored
the
live.
form as a means of appreciation, not just necessarily because, oh, I want to I want to
And then
win something. So even if you're
yeah.
not winning anything, play and Fill the form. Fill the form. So while we are waiting for that, let's just be pasting the ones we have now. Let's not
Okay.
sleep here. So I'm going to start with the Instagram people. Mavis, you're already from Instagram. Uh, these are the three people from Instagram. Let me see. Instagram. So we have at the social nerd, at the Ioni princess, and Mavis social media management. Those are the three people from Instagram. And then Mavis is already here. Is this not the same Mavis as our class rep? And then we have Ife Oluwa. Is this not the same Mavis as our class rep?
The
I
same
think
one.
it's the same person.
Same
The
baby,
same
same.
person. So we need how many more persons? We need
11.
11 more
There's
people to
10.
fill the form. Okay, one person has filled. Thank you for filling. Who is this person?
Thank
Damilola. So let me just copy and be pasting it as they are filling it. Damilola has filled. I'm just going to come here and paste it. So let's not waste time today. Damilola has filled. Who else is filling? Let's share this. Damilola has filled and I've pasted Damilola. Who else? Who else is filling? Who else is filling? If you need the link to the form, here's the link again. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Can you guys hear me? So the offer that I was going to give on the raffle draw is Haoma's LinkedIn Visibility Challenge. But I'm thinking of changing it to the Morning Star ebook. So if I give you access to the Morning Star ebook, you'll be able to get to the two winners. If I give them, as if I buy the Morning Star ebook for the two raffle draw winners, that means you also get free access to the conference. Should we do that instead of the LinkedIn Visibility Challenge? If you want us to do that, type Morning Star, and then we know that I'll give Morning Star instead of the LinkedIn Visibility Challenge to the two winners. Let me hear from you guys. Abi, what do you think, BC?
Yes, I think the Morning Star would make more
Yeah,
sense.
since you're talking about building relationship and connection, so I want
Just
to
come.
get two people the ebook. I want to get two people the book. Not It's not even an ebook, or it's a physical book, because you said on the day of the launch you get access to the book. I think so. So I want to give two people the book, and automatic access for you to attend the live conference in Lagos, or the online one if you're not in Lagos. So if you win and you're not in Lagos, you can attend the online. If you win and you're in Lagos, you can attend the physical one. Should we do that instead? Instead of the LinkedIn, instead of giving you
Or we
access to
can
the LinkedIn stuff. I
can
think that's what
sorry.
we'll do. That's what we'll do. So let's see people that has filled the form. Only one person has filled the form. I'll run the wheel with people that have submitted. Me, I will not even stress myself.
They will just count for them, but with anger.
Yeah, count 1 to 20. Count 1 to 20. If anybody does not roll, we'll roll the wheel of people we have. Okay, Morning Star. They want us to do the book instead. So, BC, count 1 to 20.
Okay. Mommy say bestie filo. One.
Okay, we have 3 responses now. Let's look at that. So, Favor
4.
has filled. Let's paste. While the responses are coming, we'll just be pasting them so that we'll not sleep here. They also have Comfort Joseph that has filled. We'll come here and paste. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, count, BC. If anybody no feel again, we'll roll it like that. Everybody will move on with their lives.
1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I hope I got this
That person has filled. Carries love.
16. Okay, very good. 17, 18.
Another person has filled. Oluwa Fumilayo.
18, 19.
Once you count to 20, we are not counting 20 twice.
How many more people do we have?
Let me see. It's
1, 2,
rolling.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
We
8,
have 5,
9.
so we need 6 more.
Okay. It's going, oh, who is feeling? 17, 18, 19, 19, 19. I don't know if this word is out there. I would probably win this thing. Okay, 20. Gone. Maybe we should just spin. Or do you want to refresh again and see if someone else has failed?
It's refreshing. If anybody feel to refresh, nobody has feel. So let's count the last 20.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 18. Please fill in. 19, 19 and a half. Not even one more person. Okay, 20.
So guys, we're going to shoot a particular content.
So yeah, I've counted 20. Do we have any other person? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. Okay, one more person has filled. Who is this person? Adeze. All right.
We
Okay, I
have
think
just 10
everybody's
people.
name is here. 1, 2, 3. Ifeoluwa, that's 4. That will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people filled. So have everybody's name here. Nobody else. So let's roll the wheel. No need to wait again. Let's roll the wheel so we all can go and get ready for tomorrow. Even me, I'm so stressed. I just got back from somewhere and I'm here. Can I roll?
Yes, please. Let's spin.
Ola Oluwafumilayo, congratulations.
Congratulations. So we're removing 20 minutes
Yay.
and then we spin again.
Let's spin again.
Yes, please. Spin. Who is that?
I'm more the social nerd. Yay.
Congratulations, Amor. Congratulations. Congratulations. So we have your emails from the form you filled and every other details needed. So you get immediate access to the workshop via your email after the conference. So congrats, Amor. Congrats to everybody that won so far. Thank you for participating. We like you. We love you. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Please, you can still play tomorrow. Don't give up yet. Tomorrow is the last day, so come ready. All
Yay,
right.
tomorrow is
Good
the last day.
night.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye. Thank you, BC, for that amazing session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guys, that will be the end of today's session. I don't even have assignment to give you. The assignment I have to give people is go and start networking. And the first place is Ahoma's fiscal conference that is coming up. No, the first place is even this G.R.O.W conference. Start networking. The second place is Ahoma's conference that is coming up. Physical conference coming up in Lagos. It's hybrid. So whether you are away or you're in Lagos, you can attend. All you need to attend is to go and buy her book, The Morning Star. All right. So that's all I'm just going to say. That's all I have to say today. That is all I have to say. And please fill the feedback form. I beg, check the comments and fill the feedback form. I don't know whether I should fry rice or fry gari for you people before you people will fill the feedback form. I don't know what you guys want me to do, but just fill the feedback form to just also encourage. Even me, if I'm a human being, I need encouragement. So fill the form to encourage me as well. So that's all we have for today. And with that being said, we've come to a close of today's session. I'll see you guys for the last day tomorrow at 5:13 p.m. sharp. Bye, everybody.
What happens when Instagram meets LinkedIn, meets WhatsApp, meets Telegram, meets Twitter, meets YouTube, meets Substack, meets every course platform out there? You get the Brands That Connect Hub. It's a community of tech brands, freelancers, digital creators, business owners, and marketers who want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers into loyalists, and their staff into ambassadors. Here's the difference between each plan in the BTC Hub. Tech Brands Plan is for founders who want to attract users, customers, clients, and investors. And these people want to build a brand that connects with the core of all the stakeholders that they are trying to attract. For the Small Business Plan, it's one that is tailored towards people who have a product business and want to maximize their budgets, turn their customers to loyalists and their staff to ambassadors. On the other hand, the Marketers or the Storytellers Plan is designed for digital creators, service providers, coaches, consultants, storytelling enthusiasts, marketing and branding personnel who want to build compelling brands that truly resonate with their audience. So if you want to try this out for free today, you can see a link on your screen.